Aero-News Network's coverage of the 61st Annual AEA International Convention and Trade Show, live from Las Vegas, is brought to you in part by the following sponsors.
It's called AirText Plus. The mobile office is now a true, cost-effective win-win reality because being available and part of the communication chain keeps you in control. Visit us at www.airtext.aero for more information and get started staying in touch today.
Are you stall smart? Ever since Orville and Wilbur took to the skies, pilots have been taught that the more airspeed you have, the better off you are. But over the last 100 plus years, we've learned that's not always the case. Take stalls, for example. The common belief is that if you have sufficient airspeed, the aircraft won't stall. The fact is, an airfoil always stalls at the same critical angle of attack in relation to the relative airflow, regardless of airspeed, configuration, or weight. Learn more at aspenavionics.com.
True Blue Power Advanced Lithium-Ion Mainship batteries feature proprietary nanophosphate technology. They deliver 3 times the energy density and are more than 40% lighter than lead-acid or NiCad alternatives. RTCA tested, FAA certified, available to OEMs today.
Concorde's recombinant gas RG series sealed battery technology produces a high-performance battery with the advantages of being pre-tested and fully charged at the factory. Find out more about Concorde's entire line of batteries at www.concordebattery.com. Concorde, the heart of your aircraft.
The Bristol Light Sport aircraft is what you are looking for. The Bristol is wider than a Cirrus, faster than a Skyhawk, offers more storage than a Husky, and comes standard with Garmin avionics. So what are you waiting for? Visit Bristol.com to find out how you can get into a Bristol today.
There's a difference between charting a steady course and pushing for the ceiling. And for nearly a century, Hartzell Propeller has been defining that difference. It's in our passion for engineering and research and our dedication to testing the limits of performance. We are built on honor. We are Hartzell Propeller.
Sandia introduces the new SAI 340 Quattro TSO'd airspeed, attitude, altitude, and slip. With integral backup battery, safety never looked so good. See it now at www.sandia.aero.
Based on the popular Sling 2 LSA, the Sling 4 was designed to be the most practical and desirable lightweight 4-place experimental aircraft on the market. Find out more about this 115 horsepower turbocharged airplane at airplanefactory.com.
The dream is real, a truly affordable personal jet aircraft. The Subsonics Personal Jet Kit is priced at only $42,000. Kit plus engine is still under $100K. Add instruments, upholstery, and paint and you're flying. It's time to put your money where your bucket list is. Learn more at sonicsaircraft.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Las Vegas and the 61st Annual AEA International Convention and Trade Show. Please welcome the AEA's President, Paula Dirks.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Las Vegas. I would like to start this morning by recognizing GoGo Business Aviation. Will the representatives from GoGo please stand up? They are sponsoring this morning's opening events. GoGo, let us properly thank you. Please stand. And at the same time, I also want to recognize and thank all the companies who have generously sponsored various items during this week, whether it's lunches, refreshment breaks, a lot of great convention materials for all of you. You know who they are. They're in your schedule of events. They've been up on the screen all morning. They are listed in signage throughout the convention. So I would ask a big favor of all of you that are attending. Look at these companies' names, go up to them and thank them for their generous sponsorship. I know on behalf of AEA, we certainly thank all of our sponsors. So as you can imagine, the AEA has a very busy week planned ahead for all of you, and there is literally something for everyone. We have technical training classes. We have business management classes for everyone. We are going to share with you vital regulatory information with a large FAA contingency here this week as well. We have new products, obviously. We have a sold-out exhibit hall. We have an increase in advanced registrations over last year, so the week is going to be busy and full, and we appreciate all of you being here. In fact, personally, I cannot thank each and every one of you enough for being here. I know everyone is busy, but we thank you for committing both the time and the investment for being here in Vegas this week. It is appreciated. As you know, last year, the AEA celebrated its 60th anniversary, having been founded in 1957. So if you were in New Orleans last year, you know that it was a great tribute to this great organization. So you might think, okay, so we worked hard last year, we achieved 60 years, so this year we might just sit back, take time to rest on our laurels and come down from last year's celebration. You think we're done yet? Not even close. As we are heading into 2018 and AEA's 61st year, we have a lot of exciting opportunities for all of us, not just for the AEA organization, but for all of you. We all know, obviously, this year and next, it's going to be crazy busy, what with the ADS-B out mandate on the horizon. But along with ADS-B, there are many other exciting opportunities out there. And thankfully, the market is cooperating. Business statistics are showing and telling us that business aviation is on the rise. Companies are using their business aircraft more and more. And another piece of good news, the business aircraft for sale inventory is at its lowest level in 10 years. International economies are improving. The stock market until last Thursday was up, but it's up again this morning, I understand, and it will continue to, I firmly believe it will continue to improve. Unemployment is down, our market is busy, and with the plethora of new avionics and instruments and technologies, not to mention the possibilities for explosive growth in the drone market, the next few years are sure to keep all of you extremely busy. As the AEA Avionics Market Report released last month showed, retrofit sales were up more than 20% in 2017 over 16, and overall avionics sales were up nearly 3% in that same time period. And by all avionics sales, of course, I'm referring to both forward fit and retrofit. And here think about this. This is a good piece of information. The increase represents 2 straight years increase over declining sales and was the first year-over-year increase since 2014. That is good news. Of course, along with good news, yeah, that's worth clapping for. As much as we all enjoy good news, there's always those challenges that continue to affect our industry. The lack of new pilot starts, of course, is a challenge that doesn't seem to be reversing, and it will take all of us to work together to try to help correct that problem and bring more new pilots into our industry, because that equates to new business opportunities for all of us. The lack of new avionics technicians entering our industry. And while for now, the threat of a privatized air traffic control system in the United States is on the back burner, no doubt it will return. And when it does, as it did this time, it will take everyone in our general aviation community to fight the airlines and their attempted power grab to control our nation's airspace. It's also going to take all of us to inspire and encourage and mentor new people to come into our industry. And the AEA realizes this, and we are here to help you find those technicians with the introduction of a new program we are calling AEA Career Pathway, whereby the AEA's Educational Foundation will underwrite the advertising expense of any shop looking to hire an entry-level technician. So you heard that right. We will pay for your advertising costs to post a job listing for entry-level technicians in both the print and digital versions of Avionics News and in our career section on the AEA website. This is a free recruiting tool that all AEA member shops can use. Plus, if an AEA member shop hires an entry-level technician this year within 2018, the Educational Foundation will extend its heavily discounted academic rate for you to send those entry-level technicians to a technical training class at the Derby Center for Professional Development at AEA's headquarters. So this offer equates to not only a generous discount on training, but a free recruiting tool that all of you can use. Also, the AEA recently signed on with 16 other aviation organizations to support an aviation technical workforce development bill. It's a bipartisan legislation, hopefully you've read about it in the press, co-signed by 4 US senators, and the legislation will make it possible to close the skills gap by incentivizing businesses, labor groups, educational institutions, and local governments to develop innovative ways to recruit and educate the next generation of aviation maintenance workforce for America. If passed, this bill will encourage collaboration between public and private entities to issue grants to support technical education and career development at a local level, which is an important part of this piece of legislation. So the AEA plans to work side by side with the 16 other aviation organizations over the coming months to help get this legislation on the floor and passed. We are here to help you hire and train the next generation of avionics technicians, because we are not done yet. We're not even close. So as you can tell, as great a celebration as we had last year in New Orleans and AEA's 60th anniversary, 2018 is going to be just as exciting. Before we kick off the convention this morning, there is something that I would like to share with all of you. I have stood at a podium just about exactly like this for the last 22 years as the president of the AEA. And before that, the day I graduated college, almost 39 years ago, I went to work for the AEA. So you do the math, and you can just imagine how much the AEA means to me and how important it is in my life. Beside my family, of course, and my faith, the AEA is my passion. During my tenure, the last 22 years as the president, I have had to make some difficult decisions on behalf of the association. It comes with the job. But probably none is as difficult as the decision that I'm now making and shared yesterday with the board of directors, and that is that I plan to retire from the AEA in about 12 months. Now, it may seem a little odd to announce a retirement so far out, and I get that, but it is my hope that this transition period will allow your board of directors the time it will take for a thoughtful and strategic search for the next president of AEA. It's the right time for me, and I firmly believe it is the right time for the next generation of executive leadership for the AEA as well. The AEA is in a great place right now. We're healthy, both financially and with the number of programs and services that we continue to develop and create and offer our members. And for the most part, I don't know if you all realize how lucky you are to have such a hardworking board of directors who volunteer their time to give back to this industry and to the association, as well as the most amazing and talented AEA staff who will continue to work hard for all of you as well. So for right now, this is the good thing about this announcement. There's no immediate goodbyes, and I plan to be here obviously for the rest of the year and into the next year. And I envision myself next year in Palm Springs at the AEA convention, standing at a podium very similar to this, but it will only be for a moment as I look forward to welcoming the next president of the AEA. So I ask you to work with me this year, work with the board of directors and the AEA staff. And in the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, we have to get down to business. This is going to be a busy week, and let's get started with the week. And it is now my extreme honor to introduce to you AEA's chairman of the board, Mr. David Loso.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you, Paula, and thanks to each and every one of you for joining us this week in Las Vegas for our biggest week of training in the avionics industry. As you just heard yesterday during our board meeting, Paula announced her intention to retire as our association's president in 12 months. When Paula was first hired as the AEA president more than 20 years ago, our membership consisted of 995 companies. Today, with nearly 1,300 member companies located in more than 40 countries around the world, under Paula's leadership, the AEA is a trailblazer when it comes to training avionics technicians and assisting in the certification of new technologies. Paula, the entire AEA membership is eternally thankful for your leadership, and I now ask each of the attendees to express their heartfelt congratulations with a round of applause recognizing more than 2 decades of service as our AEA president. Thank you again, Paula, but you are not done yet. Not even close. On behalf of the entire board of directors, we look forward to working with you to make 2018 the best year for the AEA and our industry. And to the membership, rest assured, our search for the next AEA president will be a thoughtful and collaborative process. And I'm grateful that Paula is available to us as an experienced resource along the way. In order to ensure a smooth transition, yesterday the board of directors extended my term as chairman for the coming year, along with AEA Vice Chairman Gary Joyce. Together, Gary and I will both oversee the search and will form a search committee in early summer. I look forward to working closely with this committee in the months ahead to find the right person for this job. And speaking of the board, I'd also like to take a moment to recognize our hardworking members of the AEA Board of Directors elected by you, the AEA membership. These individuals are professional men and women you have chosen to lead the AEA into the current year and beyond. Each of them dedicate many hours throughout the year in volunteer service to our association. May I ask the AEA Board of Directors to please stand and be recognized. Thank you. And another group of individuals who work tirelessly behind the scenes this week and for all of us throughout the year is the amazing AEA staff. I know most of them are not in the ballroom this morning because they are busy doing 100 things to make this week flow seamlessly, but I still want to recognize them personally. Deborah, Mike, Rick, Linda, Jeff, Aaron, Lauren, Jeff, and Katie We thank you for your work, the work that you do day in and day out for this great organization of ours. Just as I am confident that we will find the right person to lead our association, I'm extremely optimistic about the future of the AEA and the entire avionics industry. There are many signs pointing towards an optimistic business environment. As Paula mentioned, the AEA Avionics Market Report indicated the retrofit avionics sales surged more than 20% in 2017 over the previous year. Now entering its 7th year, the AEA Market Report is a valuable resource that compiles a true dollar size of the business and general aviation avionics industry, and it provides critical information to investors and elected officials regarding its global economic value. To those manufacturing companies that participate in the AEA Avionics Market Report, I thank you for joining us in this endeavor. For those of you who are not participating in the report, I urge you to get on board, serve your association, and proudly support this industry-wide effort. Another positive sign that points to improving health of our industry, our friends at Gammon announced last month that aircraft shipments globally increased 2.5% over 2016, and worldwide rotorcraft shipments rose 7.5%. But are we done? Not even close. Another strong economic indicator, the Jet Support Services Business Aviation Index, which tracks utilization of approximately 2,000 business aircraft worldwide, reported that average flight hours in the fourth quarter of 2017 were at the highest levels in a decade. But are we done? Not even close. At the pace at which the general aviation fleet is adopting ADS-B out compliant avionics to meet the FAA's 2020 mandate is gaining much needed momentum. But again, are we done? Not even close. As we look to the future, you can bet that the AEA will address the critical issues facing our industry today, and those issues that will confront us in the years to come. Like our founders did more than 60 years ago in 1957, these issues include finding qualified technicians, building healthy relationships between the OEMs and their dealer network, and working with international regulatory authorities to improve safety, streamline certification processes, and create new technologies. While we are experiencing positive economic indicators, we have also seen changes to agreements between manufacturers and dealers in recent months. As AEA Chairman, you can be certain that your Board of Directors are having conversations to address and re-examine what this means to the traditional framework of our industry. Before I close, for many of you who know me, I've made it an annual tradition as AEA Chairman to appropriately welcome those who are attending their very first AEA convention, and I'd like to continue that tradition this morning. If this is your first time attending an AEA convention, would you please stand? So, look around the room, everyone. These individuals represent the bright future we have ahead of us. For the rest of you who are convention veterans, please seek out these first-time attendees this week. Introduce yourself and offer them a warm welcome. And we can start right now with another round of applause. Whether you are a convention veteran or a first-time attendee, I encourage you to double down on your efforts to seek new business opportunities. Since we're in Las Vegas, this is obviously your best bet of the week. I haven't lost money yet, but I'm sure it's coming. And be sure to attend the regulatory sessions each morning, network in the sold-out exhibit hall, and explore professional development classes. Like most of you, I'm excited and anxious to see all the new products that will be unveiled here in a few moments, and I look forward to catching up with old friends and making new ones. To conclude our opening day lineup, I hope to see you at tonight's first nighter party, midnight at the Oasis, out at the MGM Grand Pool Complex. It's a great networking opportunity, and I hope you will take advantage of it. Thank you again for your attendance. Let's all enjoy the next 4 days of training, network, and professional development. Thank you and have a great show. At this time, I'd like to ask Paula to join me again on stage to introduce the AEA Member and Associate Member of the Year Award recipients.
Perfect.
you, David. Thank you. The AEA has 2 annual awards. One is the AEA Member of the Year Award, the other the AEA Associate Member of the Year Award. Let's start with the Member of the Year. As voted on by their industry peers, this award honors an individual not only for excellence in their daily jobs, but for their industry-wide commitment in promoting the general aviation industry and who is a strong supporter of the AEA. I would like to recognize this year's nominees by asking them to please stand and remain standing, and I would ask the audience to hold your applause until I can recognize all of them. So will this year's nominees please stand? Mr. Greg Vell, Complete Avionics, Australia. Efren Lopez, Georgetown Instrument Services and Castleberry Instruments and Avionics out of Texas. Pahan Ranasinghe, Avionics Installations, Florida. Mark Rome, Empire Avionics out of New York. Tim Shaw, Rocky Mountain Aircraft out of Canada. And Steve Wysong, Wysong Enterprises out of Tennessee. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating these nominees for the Member of the Year Award. And now, if you'll direct your attention to the screen for the presentation.
The 2018 AEA Member of the Year is Efren Lopez, owner of Georgetown Instrument Services in Taylor, Texas, and Castleberry Instruments and Avionics of Pflugerville, Texas. Georgetown Instrument Services is an FAA repair station located at the Taylor, Texas Municipal Airport. The company was founded in Georgetown, Texas in early 2002 and received FAA certification in February 2003. It relocated to Taylor, Texas with a larger facility in November 2005 to accommodate its growth. When Georgetown Instrument Services opened for business, the company only had its founder, Efren Lopez, and 1 other employee. Currently, 11 technicians and office personnel service its customers, and the company plans to add more technicians in the future. Efren became the owner of 2 AEA member companies when Georgetown Instrument Services purchased Castleberry Instruments and Avionics on May 27, 2017. No stranger to the company, Efren worked for Castleberry Instruments and Avionics from 1982 to 1999 as a technician, customer service representative, and as a marketing and outside sales rep. For more than 50 years, Castleberry Instruments and Avionics has served the industry in the overhaul and exchange, repair and manufacturing of aircraft, instruments, avionics, and accessories for the general and business aviation community. The company has manufactured more than 100,000 gyros. Many years ago, Efren started in the industry as a technician at one of the instrument repair shops in Austin. Working his way up gave him a critical, hands-on feel for instrument repair. Efren's passion for aviation, developing relationships, and his relentless focus on the customer has generated a long track record of growing businesses and delivering financial results. He loves a good conversation and discovered early on that the foundation of his accomplishments are his relationships. A longtime AEA member, Efren has served on the AEA's Government and Industry Affairs Committee, and he regularly attends the AEA International Convention and Trade Show and various AEA Connect conferences throughout the year. Both of his companies continue to grow their brand with a strategic and long-term advertising presence in the association's monthly magazine, Avionics News. Efren also serves on the Airport Advisory Board of Taylor, Texas, and supports the Jonah Community Center, a nonprofit dedicated to the restoration of an historic school building. In his spare time, Efren will barbecue for friends and family, play a mean game of cards, and fish from dawn to dusk. Dedicated to his family, he always has time to spend with his children, and especially his wife Angela. Ladies and gentlemen, please congratulate Efren Lopez, the 2018 AEA Member of the Year.
Hear me? There you go. Thanks, everyone. It's been a pleasure all these years of being a part of this industry. Didn't have anything prepared, as I didn't know this was going to happen. So, sorry. We'll be talking during the show. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Congratulations, Efren. My personal apology to Mr. Greg Clark. I have known Greg for many, many years, and I introduced him as a nominee as Greg Vell. And so, Greg, wherever you are out there, I owe you a beer tonight, okay? He will get that, but thank you. And now for our Associate Member of the Year. The Associate Member of the Year is a company that has exemplary dealer support, innovative products and services, of course, and actively participates in AEA activities. As voted on by their dealers and all of AEA members, I would like to recognize the company nominees for the Associate Member of the Year, and I would like to ask all representatives for each of these companies to please stand and remain standing so that we can recognize each of you. Cobham Avcom, Genesis Aerosystems, Heads Up Technologies, KGS Electronics, Rockwell Collins, and Satcom Direct. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me congratulate these nominees for the Associate Member of the Year. And now, please direct your attention to the screen.
The recipient of the 2018 AEA Associate Member of the Year Award is Genesis Aerosystems. Headquartered in Mineral Wells, Texas, Genesis Aerosystems is a relatively new company that you've known a long time and brings together Chelton Flight Systems Incorporated and S-Tech Corporation. Originally founded in 1997, Chelton Flight Systems developed the world's first FAA-certified 3D synthetic vision EFIS and GPS WAAS navigator, and has grown to become a leader in integrated cockpit avionics systems for special mission aircraft. Key technologies include synthetic vision with three-dimensional highway-in-the-sky navigation, integrated flight management and hazard alerting, and ultra-compact, highly ruggedized sensors that provide ultimate customer benefits of increased safety, improved dispatch rates, mission flexibility, and seamless future growth. S-Tech Corp was founded in 1978 and offers a full line of autopilots for airplanes and helicopters. From low-cost analog wing levelers to sophisticated digital 3-axis systems with flight director and envelope protection, S-Tech has FAA certification for nearly 1,000 aircraft types and has delivered more than 40,000 autopilot systems. The company's new HeliSAS brings digital, full authority autopilot technology to the market in a package weighing an unprecedented 15 pounds. Available as a stability augmentation system only, or with all autopilot modes, HeliSAS dramatically enhances safety for light single and twin-engine helicopters. Genesis Aerosystems has been an active member of the AEA since 1980. It participates in training and exhibits at the AEA International Convention and Trade Show and various AEA Connect conferences throughout the year. Ladies and gentlemen, please join us in congratulating Genesis Aerosystems, the 2018 AEA Associate Member of the Year.
To say thank you so much to all of our dealers out there. We would not be where we are today without you. We love this industry. Thank you so much for this honor. Really, really appreciate it.
Congratulations to the whole team at Genesis, very much. I notice we have a lot of people standing around the wall. So before I introduce our next presentation and presenter, if you want to take the time, there are plenty of seats spread throughout. In fact, if I could ask a favor of the audience, if you have empty seats next to you, raise your hand. It will just help see all the hands going up. So if you don't want to stand for the next 2 hours, 3 hours, go ahead and this is the perfect time to find a seat. If need be, which is always a great problem to have, we will have the conference center bring in more chairs, and I think we're going to have to do that. What a great sign for our industry. So go ahead if you would like to find a seat. There's a whole row. The second row here is completely empty. We promise we don't bite. Come on up if you'd like to sit down. And now I would like to introduce to you AEA's Executive Vice President, Deborah McFarland.
And good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to all those individuals who are joining us via the internet around the world. Aviation is not the only industry on a move upward. So is the meeting industry. You no doubt noticed a new pathway to the convention center this morning. MGM Grand is doubling their meeting space by duplicating this entire building right next door. They have been very considerate of our meeting schedule and hope to keep noise to a minimum. However, due to the construction taking place, the entrance into the AEA exhibit hall had to be creatively rerouted for safety issues. However, tomorrow morning, between staff and signage, you will have no problem finding your way to our sold-out exhibit hall. It's very exciting times. It's now time for the new AEA's new product introductions, always one of the most popular sessions of the industry event during this year. Today's program serves as the primary launching pad for companies unveiling the latest and greatest in new avionics products and services coming to market. Paula spoke of the AEA celebrating our 60th anniversary last year in New Orleans. Well, this year in Las Vegas, we're proud to recognize another special milestone. Today marks the 10th year that AEA's new product introductions will be live streamed around the world, reaching thousands of industry professionals and aviation enthusiasts alike, thanks to the hardworking staff of Aero-News Network. So before we begin this morning, let's take a quick walk down memory lane and enjoy a few of those moments from the last decade of AEA live coverage captured by Aero-News in their milestone video.
Paul, first of all, congratulations on a truly spectacular AEA convention.
Well, thank you. It has been a very successful meeting. We've had close to 1,700 people register here in Washington, D.C. We are an industry of doers. We're not waiting for a bailout. We are using our own resources and our own blood, sweat, and tears.
Because there are many positive signs for our market recovery in 2014 and beyond. You and I have rallied together, determined to continue taking pride in this industry. Your participation helps make this industry grow and prosper for the next 60 years.
On Air Force One, I couldn't have made the successful missions that we had without all of your support.
The work that everyone is doing in this industry is contributing to the kinds of innovations that are taking aviation to incredible new heights.
30 companies will be here on this stage introducing new products, new services.
GoGo Business Aviation.
Alto Aviation.
Ario. Applied Avionics.
Aspen Avionics.
Avidyne.
Bendix King. Blue Avionics.
CMD Flight Solutions.
Dallas Avionics.
DAC International.
FDS Avionics.
Flat Cell International.
Garmin.
Honeywell Aerospace.
Jupiter Avionics.
Curti Avionics.
L3 Aviation Products.
Latitude Technologies.
Lopresky Aviation.
Free Flight Systems. Midcontinent Instruments and Avionics.
Robotic Skies.
Rockwell Collins.
AirTex. Smart Sky Networks.
Transcal Industries.
True North, an SD company.
It feels great to be back here again in front of my friends with a very important new product announcement.
It's AEA 2015, the 58th Annual International AEA Convention and Trade Show.
This is such a cool, innovative line of very small avionics.
We just announced a new product at the show called the SD Wi-Fi Hub.
And using lithium-ion rechargeable technology.
We've given them synthetic vision, we've given them an iPad app, we've given them Bluetooth capability.
Low cost, lightweight flight data monitoring device with video and audio.
No matter how bad it gets in the economy, no matter what the government's doing to our industry, no matter what's going on, you just want to hang in there because it's just a lot of fun.
Seriously, time flies when there's exciting things always happening in the avionics industry.
Great video, Jim and Aero-News staff. Thank you so much. And my, how time does fly when we're having fun. It's hard to believe we've been streaming for 10 years now. But are we done yet? Are we done yet? Come on, guys, you've heard this a million times. Not even close. So now, let's unveil the new products for 2018 as the future of aviation starts right here. I encourage each of you to take a few moments and visit these companies as you visit the exhibit hall the next 2 days, which was already mentioned is entirely sold out. We're thrilled with that. This week gives you the perfect opportunity to see, touch, and feel all the new products in person. So please, sit back and get ready to take notes as we discover the technologies of tomorrow from 38 innovative companies in this fast-paced, rapid-fire format. And here to lead us off this morning, welcome David Salvador of GoGo Business Aviation, the official sponsor of today's opening session. David, it's all yours.
Thanks, Debbie. Good morning, everybody. All right. Could we have another round of applause for the AEA staff, the volunteers? They have done such a fabulous job putting this convention together. Another round of applause, please. So GoGo is very honored to be today's sponsor of the opening ceremonies and new product introductions. We're not announcing a new product today. We're actually going to take a breath from our prolific launch schedule that we've had over the last 12 months. But we are honored to be here. We're honored to have this opportunity to give our partners an update. But before I do that, Paula had actually given me 2 directives as the sponsor this year. The first one was I was not allowed to be tethered to the podium, which every year I've been up here doing one of these, I've stood behind the podium, so thank you for that rule. The second was audience participation. So we've got a little bit going on already, but I do have a question for everyone. How many people got into bed early last night in order to be well rested for this morning's events and new product introductions? By a show of hands, how many people got into bed real early? I don't believe it. So let's make some noise if you went out and tore it up in Las Vegas last night. The AEA staff all raised their hands, but I think they actually were out last night having a good old time. Linda? Well, over the last year, we have turned a page, GoGo and you, our AEA partners, with very exciting and innovative in-flight technologies for connectivity and entertainment. GoGo, we started shipping our highly anticipated Advanced L5 last year. We also announced 2 new advanced products, the Advanced L3, which was designed to replace the ATG 1000 through 5000 product line, and we brought the Advanced SCS or Smart Cabin System to market. Now, all these products were brought to market to really address the broad needs, or the needs of a broad array of customers. And without you, our partners in this, it would not be possible. So thank you to our OEM and aftermarket dealer partners for bringing these technologies to market. As we move forward into the future, we want to talk about the successes we've had together. So the Advanced L5, which we brought to market to really address the desire for faster connectivity and more features and functionalities, we reached the milestone that we announced last week. After 6 short months of bringing this product and shipping it to our dealers, we reached our 100th system in the marketplace. We've also shipped over 275 systems to our dealers that have active installations going on right now. We have hundreds on back order, and through the investments of our partners, we also have over 55 aircraft model STCs that are either available today or shortly will be available in the marketplace. The statistics for the system, we've had over 3,200 flights that have happened in the last 6 months with the Advanced L5. On an average, we see 12 devices connected, which is on par with what our classic air-to-ground systems have for connectivity, and we're seeing about 340 megabytes per hour on an average of utilization. The advanced platform in the L5 was the first product that we announced as part of the new platform, and the advanced platform is a new paradigm in business aviation. What it does is it combines both hardware and software in a foundation moving forward versus just being a pipe. So to kind of illustrate that again, how many people have a smartphone? Does anyone have a flip phone? Okay, so if you think about it, when we look at a platform approach versus just putting a connectivity pipe on the aircraft, that's the idea behind the advanced platform, in that it now has a lot more robust features. The system has the capability now to have in-flight movies and television shows streamed through the onboard media server of all the products in the platform. GoGo Text and Talk, the ability to use your smartphone for making phone calls and texting, is part of the platform. So again, the idea is no longer we're just putting a pipe on the aircraft, we're actually putting a platform that will enable tons of other features, moving maps, estimated time en route, lots of different functionalities for our passengers to provide more value in the investments that they make. So let's show a little video that actually illustrates this fact. So with the Advanced platform, these are the three products that we've brought to the market so far. As you see on the right-hand side, the left-hand side, the Advanced L5, which was the first product that we brought to the market. And this product was really brought based on the desire for more speed, more functionality, the ability to stream video and movies, the audio as well. The Advanced L3, this is the product that was now replacing the ATG 1000 through the 5000 product line. And the intent with this product is we really want to have a broad capabilities from everything from a light jet to a turboprop to a VVIP aircraft. And then the Advanced SCS, this has the opportunity to actually be utilized with an internet pipe or without, and it brings IFE, it brings news clips, brings lots of value to the aircraft, even if they don't have a connectivity pipe on there. Gogo, our goal, our aim is to have a connectivity solution for all types of aircraft, from everything from a light jet all the way up to a VVIP aircraft, and anywhere around the world. The advanced product lines that we've introduced thus far address the air-to-ground capabilities by utilizing the platform. We also have brought, for the VVIP market, 2KU, which is our satellite solution, a global satellite solution that has come over from the airline side of our business, and we have that installed on a variety of VVIP aircraft for business aviation utilization like BBJs. But really, it's the opportunity to connect everyone, everywhere. So let's show a video on how a light jet operator is using our connectivity solution, the Advanced, today.
Newman has a car linked in front of Keselowski. As they come into 3 and 4 for the final time, Keselowski on the high side, trying to take the lead away.
When you have a busy life, you can't afford to have hours on the road or in the air where you're not connected to your world. And that's why having Wi-Fi service on the airplane was critical.
As soon as the race is over, the first thing he wants to do is catch up with what fans have said. And I don't know how many texts he's had after a win. I mean, hundreds. So for him, when we get on the plane, he can catch up on all of that.
Our fans are listening, they're talking, and they want to communicate with us. There's always a fire to put out, and there's always an email that needs answering, always a text message of a hot button item. We have to be able to connect and talk to our people to make our race car and team operate at the highest level possible.
We're in the plane, I'd say, a good 40 weeks out of the year. So having the in-flight Wi-Fi is a necessity for as much as we travel.
Gogo helps me feel like I'm still at home when I'm 1,000 miles away in the air.
When I land, it's all hands-on with Scarlett, our little daughter, so there's not going to be much catching up on emails once we land. So we enjoy that time together until you get back on the plane, and then thanks to the Wi-Fi, you're able to catch back up.
My daughter will have YouTube on, or she'll look at pictures and videos, and that'll keep her, comfortable and happy in the airplane.
And if she's not with us, it's a lot of peace of mind just being able to communicate with someone back home.
With the Wi-Fi capability on our airplane, I can connect with my fan base, my family, and my team. And those are the three biggest things in my life.
Keselowski still in front. Through the trial when they go. Keselowski's going to win at Talladega.
So, GoGo and you are partners. This partnership has been over 20 years in the making. We together, by the end of 2018, based on current trends, will have equipped over 5,000 business jets, everything from a King Air all the way up into a BBJ. And with that partnership and the efforts that we put together, we're driving value, we're driving just an amazing experience for our customer base, and we thank you very much for that partnership. We're very grateful. So, without further delay, let's start new product introductions 2018. Thank you.
Good morning, I'm Barb Mahoney. Good morning. I'm Barb Mahoney, Vice President of CMD Flight Solutions. First, I would like to thank whoever sponsored the never-ending mimosa bar this morning, making it a tiny bit easier for me to be here right this second. CMD Flight Solutions is the global leader providing the most comprehensive ADS-B out AML STCs for business and personal aircraft. CMD's FAA-certified ADS-B out solutions cover nearly all Part 25 and Part 23 business and personal aircraft with Rockwell Collins TDR-94D transponders or the Honeywell Primus II radio comm units. CMD's foreign approvals include EASA, Brazilian ANAC, Mexico DGAC, and Transport Canada. Over 720 aircraft flying today are equipped with a CMD solution. Our ADS-B out solutions are straightforward and low cost. This year, we have added the very competitively priced, standalone Esterline CMC CMA 3024 SBAS GNSSU. The Esterline CMA 3024 SBAS GNSSU is a high-integrity and affordable TSO C145 SBAS sensor. It meets FAA AC20-165B and worldwide DO-260B ADS-B out requirements. It has a patented 24-channel, narrow correlator ARINC 743A compliant receiver. Easy bolt-on installation on all aircraft. Requires no special avionics mounting. Tough box. Highest environmental qualification in its class. Superior reliability. You buy it, set it, and forget it. We have also added the Rockwell Collins TDR-94D-502 transponder and the applied avionics annunciator to our Part 25 STC. Part 23 will be coming in April. With the addition of this CMC 3024 SBAS GNSSU aircraft with the Rockwell Collins TDR-94D transponders can now be paired with these 5 GPS sources. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, with these 5 GPS sources. CMD's ADS-B out STCs utilizing the -501 transponder allows for worldwide ADS-B out compliance, worldwide flight ID functionality. It's applicable to all aircraft, not just US registered. Allows for importing and exporting of globally owned aircraft. Seamlessly sell aircraft worldwide. CMD's ADS-B out solution for aircraft with the Honeywell Primus II radio is approved with these 4 GPS sources. Wednesday, CMD President Dan Buzz will be presenting extensive training on CMD's certified ADS-B out solutions. Training is from 8:30 to 9:30 in room 113. No sign-up is required, and the first 200 through the door receive a CMD Queen of Hearts. Please stop by booth 610 and talk with myself, Barb Mahoney, or Dan Buzz. There are 45 to 50,000 aircraft. There are 45 to 50,000 aircraft that can utilize CMD's ADS-B out solution. We've got you covered. Thank you.
Well, good morning, Las Vegas and the rest of the world. My name is Gary Pacou, and it is my pleasure to represent PS Engineering and be honored to be in front of you today. Last year, we introduced our PAC 45, and we entered in the special mission marketplace. The response has been so good that we had to use our multi-talker technology to handle all of the incoming requests. Industry interest has been so keen that it bears your visiting today, and trust me on this. This backward compatible yet forward-thinking audio controller found us untapped markets in rotary and fixed-wing special mission applications. We learned a few things, primarily how easy it is to install and how easy it is on the budget. The built-in Bluetooth has been popular, and we have certified night vision compatibility. With the maximum flexibility of 3 control heads and remote hub, the PAC 45 was so versatile that creative installers started to push its capabilities into airplanes where its mission was just overkill. This was a solution that needed a problem, which gave us a new market to go into, a direct course to the new market. So in 2018, we want to bring your attention to jets. So just to give you an idea of some places you can go with this new system, not all airplanes or owners and operators can justify a full avionics retrofit, but we have a solution that will improve reasonably the cockpit of many old birds. So it is with great pleasure and excitement that I introduce Juliet, the new queen jewel of the fleet, our jet version of the PAC 45. Realizing that we had all the pieces we needed for the market, we kept a successful model number and created a system for a new market that's already proven. The PAC 45 Juliet has all the capability needed and adds spatial audio processing, Bluetooth that has become so vitally utility in the cockpits, and pilots of small aircraft and now helicopters have raved over our squelch for the last 20 years. We do special mission PAC 45s, we will customize these controllers. This upgrade will quickly bring the older technology into the 21st century. If you don't recognize these, don't worry, but if you do recognize these unique slices of life, you'll appreciate PS Engineering's efforts to provide a cost-effective replacement for legacy audio controllers. Our remote hub makes this possible and an easy retrofit. These audio systems offer PS Engineering's patented technology licensed by the Air Force. The PAC 45J is a 4th iteration of this technology, and the Air Force has given PS Engineering exclusive rights to general aviation. Each of the radios can be spatially located using the front panel volume controls. Using similar architecture to the PAC 45, all the audio wiring goes into the central hub, making easy installation. You don't have to parallel a dozen wires. So we expect to deliver these in the 3rd quarter of 2018 for Part 23 and Part 25 aircraft. Also want to say that we have the same audio accessories to match up to the needs of installations in these aircraft. And I want to remind you that Greg and I will have a training session for our PAC 45 special mission system today at 3 p.m. As always, our success at PS Engineering is due to the splendid dealers like you. We know it. We don't take you for granted. See us in booth 244 to hear multi-talk for yourself. Please don't let this stay in Vegas. Thank you.
Hi, Ross Cairns from Blue Avionics. I'd like to talk to you about a few new products. First, I'd like to say thanks to the AEA for putting another great event on. It's great to have all the installers here together, and we've designed some products for you that we're going to talk about. I'd like to also welcome Ed Gaines, who has just joined our force. Ed, if you'd stand up, we'll see you later on today in the training room. First thing is we have now certified or just about certified, it's supposed to certify this week on the BA 540. This 540 is really truly an adaptable avionics box that you can use for many different functions and hundreds of different functions. We'll talk a little bit about that during our training session. The first application we used it on was an overspeed Mach warning computer. This is the same box, only configurations only. We were able to have this ready and for this aircraft in 2 weeks from the time that we received the curves for the 747. We also performed the same thing for the Lear 35, and in this, on the 747, we actually pushed the barber poles on the EFIS displays. On the Lear 35, when we go over Mach, we will pull a stick puller as well on this one. And this is a customized curve for this particular aircraft because it's a special mission aircraft. The first installation that we're certifying it on is a CJ5, where we're interfacing the TACAN 550 to the L3 GH3000. On this aircraft is the first certification aircraft, and it's done with a Duncan. The AAU is also being used on the Falcon 2000, 2000EX, 50, and 50EX to interface the ProLine 21 display system to the existing FDR. That's to provide all 88 parameters back to the FDR. These are new STCs that we've just got this year. The Boeing 737 Classic with an EFIS display to the UNS-1. We were providing the dynamic data over to the display. The Piaggio 180 with a ADS-B compliance monitor, and then a Bell 412 helicopter where we're providing a bus conversion for the autopilot. The NASA aircraft we already talked about, the Q400, where we're providing a TOS Mode 5 LPV and RMP glide slope alerting using the existing TOS systems in the aircraft. And then finally, an ADS-B compliance system for the King Air with Stevens Aviation, by the way. We believe it's one of the best integration systems on the market. So stop by today at 106 at 1 o'clock, and we'll talk about how to do that for you. We have a product that we're introducing. It's called the BA110 ARINC to CSDB converter. It converts one ARINC 429 to CSDB. And it's mappable to any type of CSDB. So any CSDB within the Collins standard, we should be able to handle it going into that type of interface. It is also certified to DO178C level B, DAL-B for the DO254 and DO160. By the way, it's not certified yet. It's in process, so it's going to be a little bit later. The last thing I'd like to do is welcome you to our training room at 106 at 1 o'clock today. We're going to go through a whole bunch of adaptable avionics and how you can use them, and then stop by our booth at booth 400. Thanks.
Good morning. My name is David Copeland, Director of Sales for Mid-Continent Instruments and Avionics. I'm excited to return to AEA and introduce several new products to our growing lineup of avionics, instruments, and power solutions. Let's take a look.
What's new at Mid-Continent Instruments and Avionics and True Blue Power? True Blue Power is raising the bar so you don't have to lower your standards. Give your customers what they want and what they need. Power for life. That's right, receive a limited lifetime warranty when you purchase True Blue Power USB charging ports. Single and dual port, USB Type A and Type C configurations, lighted and non-lighted units. All that and a variety of face plates, adapter plates, and mounting options. Available and shipping today. Introducing the newest addition to the True Blue Power inverter family, the TI-2000 series DC to AC inverter. Ideal for VIP cabin configurations, special mission and emergency medical applications, the TI-2000 delivers 2,000 watts of AC power to cabin and galley equipment. This includes entertainment and gaming systems, personal electronic devices, microwave ovens, and coffee makers. This extremely compact high-power inverter is 10 pounds lighter than competing units, weighing less than 8 pounds. The TI-2000 is TSO certified and engineered with input transient, short circuit, and overload protection up to 150% of the rated load. It is available and shipping today. Now, Mid-Continent's MD302 Standby Attitude Module, SAM, is even smarter. Introducing the MD32 magnetometer designed specifically for SAM. This optional magnetometer delivers independent heading reference without the hassle of special installation hardware or orientation limitations. The MD32's unique mounting flexibility, compact size, and convenient cockpit calibration ensure an easy, low-cost installation every time. No brackets, no shims, no hassle, no problem. The MD32 is available and shipping today. Need 28-volt DC power for executive interiors, airline, and passenger configurations? Introducing the new TC2000 AC to DC voltage converter. Perfect for aircraft with AC electrical systems that require 28-volt DC power, the TC2000 delivers 2,000 watts of DC power for in-flight entertainment systems, interior and exterior lighting, and in-seat cabin and cockpit USB power. This powerful voltage converter is compact, lightweight, and easy to install. Just one TC2000 powers more than 100 single True Blue Power USB charging ports. The TC2000 is available and shipping today.
As you can see, those are some great additions from Mid-Continent and True Blue Power, and we look forward to talking to you more about them at our booth 517. Come by and see us. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Jamie Luster, and I'm the Director of Sales and Marketing for Genesis Aerosystems. Welcome to AEA in Las Vegas. Today we are announcing our 3100 S-Tech Autopilot. It is an attitude-based digital autopilot. It includes new features including envelope protection and straight and level mode. It also includes altitude pre-select and auto trim as standard now with the autopilot. One of the questions we often get asked is, does this need to be installed with an EFIS? The answer is no, it does not. It can be installed in an analog cockpit. The reason for this is because it includes an internal AHRS. You do need an air data computer, but with all of our equipment, we include everything that you need in the installation kit, including the the air data computer. So what does that mean for installations? This week is the week that we are getting our first batch of STCs. The first will be in the Cessna 182 series. This includes all 182s. In addition, we're getting STCs in the Cessna 210s. Please note this is a subset of the 210 models, which is the K through the R version, including the T210 K through R. Next is the Bonanza series, which includes the 35s and 36s, all models. And lastly is the Piper Saratoga's all PA32 models. Again, we are getting all of these STCs this week. So what comes after that? Over the next 3 months, we will be getting STCs in the Cessna 177 Cardinal models, the Cessna 310 through 340 models, the Cessna 425, 414, and 421 models, the Cessna P210 series, as well as the PA46. All of these, again, will be certified over the next 3 months and shipping. We are accepting POs currently, and then we'll follow on with any additional makes and models the second half of the year based upon interest in the marketplace. Standard pricing again includes all equipment required for the installation, starts at 2-axis system is $20,000 and the 3-axis system is $25,000. In addition, owners who have older S-Tech autopilots have the opportunity to upgrade their system, keeping their old servos in the aircraft for as low as $10,000. Not necessarily a new product, but a huge accomplishment for us was that we just shipped our 1,000th HeliSAS system. This goes to our dedication to reducing the accident rate in the helicopter market, which is so important, especially if you've seen on the news these days with the number of helicopter crashes. Please join Al Gialusis tomorrow from 9:30 to 10:30 for more information on the S-Tech 3100 and how to install it. And then Don Hubbard will be doing a presentation on our HeliSAS system Wednesday from 8:30 to 10:30, so please join him as well. Lastly, money, 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 free money. Come by our booth, get a $10 poker chip, enjoy the tables just for coming by and taking a look at the 3100. We really appreciate everything that you guys do for us. Again, stay safe, have fun. I'm out.
Good morning. My name is Brandon Whitaker, Technical Sales with Applied Avionics. We are the manufacturer of the Vivasun lighted push-button switches and Nexus Avionics interface solutions. Our Nexus component technology has continued to be the go-to for simplified avionics interface solutions. It is the only product line that takes functional components like latching flip-flops, solid-state relays, electronic rotaries, and places them inside a Vivasun switch or a Nexus module. In fact, this product line has continued to grow with the recent addition of a new time delay component, which can now solve applications like battery saver or delay on startup. And with the success of our single-bit ARINC 429 to discrete converter, which is used in the recently announced Rockwell Collins AML STC for Part 23 and upcoming Part 25, and like you heard earlier with Barb, CMD Solutions upcoming Part 25 as well, customers are now able to simplify their ADS-B solution without the need for an external data converter. Today, we are expanding on those innovations and introducing an ARINC 429 multi-bit converter with up to 4 discrete outputs, as well as an ARINC 429 multi-bit decoder, capable of decoding any 3-bit binary code into all 8 possibilities. So let's first talk about the Nexus ARINC 429 multi-bit converter. This simple device solves the digital to analog conversion in a very small and elegant package. It is ideal for multiple failure recordings or status indications as well. You simply have ARINC 429 data coming in, and you get up to 4 discretes out. It also includes a health monitor, which confirms the receipt of valid ARINC data. And like its single-bit, single-output predecessor, any bit off the 429 label can be used, and that includes SSM bits. So now that we have the ability to handle multi-bit conversions of ARINC 429 data, we decided to build on that capability even further with our new Nexus ARINC 429 multi-bit decoder. This simple device also converts ARINC 429 data to several discrete outputs, but it's the way that it does it that makes it unique. Once it reads the correct label, its built-in 3-bit binary decoder takes over and allows all 8 possible combinations to be used as discrete outputs. One of the most recent applications that this product addresses is WAS approach. Perhaps you're bringing Garmin GTN level of service enunciation into compliance with FAA Circular AC20-138B. In that case, the LP, LPV, LNAV, and VNAV aftermarket indications require the 429 signal to be converted to a discrete output. Those outputs must then stream through additional decoding to determine which bit equals which level of service. As you can see, prior to today, our solution utilized additional hardware from our Nexus product line, including our own black box signal converter, Nexus modules, and a Vivasun annunciator. Until now. With the new Nexus ARINC 429 multi-bit decoder, the Vivasun LPV annunciator can now receive the 429 data directly from the bus. It decodes the 3 bits required for WAS approach, then performs the additional decoding required to meet the 3 specific bit combination. We took what is typically an external black box solution and we placed it internal to a Vivasun switch, and from an installation standpoint, you can't get much simpler than that. As excited as we are about these new products coming out this fall, they aren't the only thing that's new. With this being our 50th year in business, we are letting the creations fly. So come by, see us, booth 422, and learn what else we're doing to help simplify your next install. Thank you.
Good morning. I'm Jim Alpizer, and over the past 12 months, Garmin has introduced a record number of new products to the aviation market, to much the delight of aircraft owners and operators. Groundbreaking announcements like G500 TXI, G600 TXI, G700 TXI, and EIS TXI, as well as a whole new retrofit autopilot line, the GFC 500 and the GFC 600. And now, with our most recent announcements, we focus our attention on the revolving world of rotorcraft. Let's take a closer look. Thank you again for your continued support of Garmin. Together, we are building the foundation of our future. Thank you.
Hello, AEA Las Vegas. My name is Brian Hart, Sales and Marketing Director for Jupiter Avionics. But you knew that already because you've seen me up here presenting Jupiter products at the MPI for a number of years now. 2018 is no different because at the end of this presentation, we will have proud to announce a total of 54 new products to the AEA community. Let's get started. In addition to our audio accessory product line, we have the JTS 001. This is Jupiter's remote transmit selector, which allows the pilot to scroll up or down through the transceivers without having to touch the audio controller. Typically, Jupiter's JA94 dual audio controller. With each push of a button, the user receives an audible tone to indicate each change. Next up is our JA95 RO4 with 7 users and individual mic gating. This product expands one headset position to 4 headsets, or it can connect 7 headsets to an ICS tie line. The RO4 has field configurable settings with Jupiter's Pro CS, programming configuration software. And for users that would like to use their high impedance headset in an aircraft with a low impedance audio system, we have the JA44. The JA44 is a plug-and-play inline adapter that runs off of a 9-volt battery. You get hours of use with an automatic power off when it's not being used. Similar to the JA44, we have the JB39, which does the exact opposite. The JB39 gives you the ability to use a low impedance headset in an aircraft that has high impedance audio system with no external power required. Next up, for those of you suffering from heat exhaustion, Jupiter has a solution, introducing our ventilated blanking plates, the JA71 VOX. This is an anti-FOD ventilated plate that is available in multiple sizes and comes in a black or gray finish. Another one of our blanking plate product line is the JA71-A17. This is a 7 Zeus whole high mounted adapt to a 1/3 ATI instrument into your console and comes in a black or gray finish. Last but not least is our JA94. Jupiter is proud to announce that we've received TSO approval for the JA94 dual audio controller series. The JA94 is already being used in several applications, but now it just got easier to install with the TSO. Well, that's all I have for you this year. Please stop by the Jupiter booth at 642 or the Dallas Avionics, our sole distributor, at 645. Thank you for your time and attention. Have a great AEA.
Hi, I'm Tom Harper, Director of Marketing for Avidyne Corporation. I want to thank you all for coming, welcome you to Las Vegas. I'd like to start by sharing this video with you.
Avidyne is the pilot-centric innovator. We can make anything. That's the easy part, if you can believe it. The hard part is figuring out what we can do to make flying easier, safer, more accessible, using our capabilities of innovation and engineering, but really doing it from a pilot-centric point of view. So if you look at over Avidyne's 20-plus year history, we'll be the first ones to add some new to a product. Early on, we had really the first moving map, full color, that had everything on it. We wanted to put the weather radar on top of all kinds of other things. Do that. We were the first ones to do a primary flight display for general aviation. It turned out that that was the first PFD certified NGA. Now they're of course totally commonplace. Every new airplane comes with one. We were the first to do an autopilot that had envelope protection in it and unusual attitude recovery. Now we've got what we call the hybrid user interface, which means touch plus knobs and buttons. And it's a great combination, works well. We were the first ones to do it. You know, we don't innovate for the heck of it. We don't throw features in because somebody thought of a feature, so let's bury it in there somewhere. We do it from, you know, how can we provide utility to the pilot that they're going to actually be able to use? Our flagship product now is our IFD 550 GPS navigator that adds synthetic vision and an attitude determination system into the GPS navigator and communications unit. We are the only company that has anything like this. One of the things that we now have is ADS-B capability essentially for all the products that we've made over the years. Our first generation multifunction displays, we have an ADS-B in capability. Our big screen multifunction displays, we have ADS-B in. Our R9 flight decks, we have ADS-B in and out now with the latest version that's just been certified. And of course our IFD products have been ADS-B in and out since their inception. Our traffic products, our TAS products, which we're bringing out a new ADS-B in version of that we call the SkyTrax 600 series. Our new tagline for pilots that know the difference really helps to describe our sales and marketing challenge. Our sales and marketing challenge is getting more pilots to know the difference. So we have really trying to touch our customers more than companies typically have in this business. And we're really trying to help our dealers sell more than companies typically have in this business. I think we're finding that a lot of our dealers really appreciate the fact that we're delivering them customers that are ready to buy, that have been educated, and then they need to take them through the quoting and installation process with our support, of course. We didn't dislike our old branding, but we thought it was time for something a little cleaner, more streamlined, reflective of the fact that our products are designed to be clean and streamlined and have the brand have an identification that work with that as well. I still think we're in a golden age of innovation in general aviation, and that Avidyne has lots of opportunities and things in the works that will continue the leadership role we played in the past of coming up with new concepts and always having the best user interface to them.
So come by our booth 637 over at the exhibits tomorrow. We have some new software that'll, as Dan mentioned, bring ADS-B to some of our legacy display products. We've just recently certified the IFDs on the Robinson helicopters, and also followed with a 10.2.1 software upgrade that adds a lot of really nice helicopter features for those products. And also, as Dan mentioned, the SkyTrax branding of our whole ADS-B line. So I encourage you to come by. First, I want to also mention we're going to do dealer training from 1 to 5 this afternoon. Christine Evans will be doing that. Invite you all to attend that. And also 8:30 to 10:30 on Wednesday morning. I want to thank all of our dealers for your continued support. Have a great show.
Good morning. I'm Tom Morrison from RDDS Avionics Limited. We're based in Margate, Kent in the UK. And for the last 25 years, we've been providing products to Tier 1 OEMs, governments, and special mission operators throughout the world. Today we have 3 new products we'd like to introduce: a mission computer, our new range of Sense displays, and a ruggedized mission keyboard. We have a short video that shows you a little bit more information about these products, and so we'd like to show you that now.
RDDS is pleased to showcase 3 new products: the RD3003 Mission Computer, the RD3001 Keyboard, and our new range of Sense displays that combine to create a fully integrated mission system, allowing for unprecedented control over the mission environment. At the heart of our mission system, the RD3003 Mission Computer, our flagship mission management unit, contains the latest computing hardware, including i7 processors, dual CPUs, dedicated SSD storage, and up to 32 gigabytes of RAM. The RD3003 represents a major step forward in our mission computer lineup. If your mission parameters require quick, seamless feedback, all in a fully qualified device, then the RD3003 will make the perfect core to your system. For command and control, the RD3001 keyboard and trackball, with a range of features, from 5 levels of NVG, smooth and stable cursor control trackball, and most importantly, a rugged build standard. This is a fully qualified, mission-critical keyboard that will provide years of reliable use, even in the most demanding environments. Along with the keyboard is the new Sense range. These are full HD, no scaling, no data loss displays, which represent the culmination of 25 years of bespoke design production. The Sense displays are rugged, fully qualified, and offer incredible user control through touchscreen user interface. What's more, we've built these displays to deliver performance and value for money. Together, these new products provide unprecedented mission control. Utilizing RDDS's own and other proprietary software, you'll have access to a range of incredible features such as reliable, practical, continually updated mission software that has been flying since 2012. And perhaps most importantly, reliability and ruggedness. All of these products are fully qualified, ready for integration, and thanks to our commitment to through-life support, will remain valuable parts of your mission suite for years to come. These products join the rest of RDDS's product range, featuring a wide selection of reliable, ruggedized solutions for mission requirements. To take a look at our full range or find out about our bespoke services, visit rdds.co.uk/AEA.
If you're interested in seeing some of those products up close and personal, we have the Mission Computer and our Sense display range at our DAC International booth at 437. So I look forward to seeing you there later. Thank you very much.
Good morning, Matt Freitas, Business Development Manager for Esterline Power Systems. Thank you to AEA for having us here this week and giving me another excuse to get to Vegas, although I somehow missed that mimosa bar this morning. So you'll see a lot of these products flying in almost everything out in the sky today. Everyone knows Leach for our relays, contactors. We have the most vast selection of time delay relays on the market, power monitors and sensors for current sensing, voltage sensing. And more recently, we've gotten into assemblies thereof. So when you get into relay panels, solid state controllers, we call it smart contactors, so RCCBs, things like that, where you can add some functionality to your switching system. We play in all those places. And more, we're building turnkey assemblies of those. So if you look in regional jets and you look in a lot of helicopters, military and commercial, you'll see our primary distribution systems as well as our secondary distribution systems flying on those aircraft. The market keeps coming back and saying that we need things that can get out sooner. Our time to market's been a huge driver for most of our customers, as well as low cost. You start to look at Part 23 aircraft, business jets, really those are the two big things, is time to market and cost. So to focus a little bit on what we've been doing to try to improve on that, we have some modular technologies coming out for our primary distribution systems. In this example, you see 6 components in that box. The idea there is that we can have a box as few as 4 or maybe as many as 12 or 14 components in a standardized box. And again, when you hear standardized, the idea is that we can go and build you this assembly maybe in a matter of weeks to have your prototype rather than something that'll take us, what is the standard, 9 months to get your prototype from a single line drawing. So if you start to look into that box, we've standardized on terminals, we've standardized on bus bars. Again, the idea is that hopefully we can go take your single line drawing, pull parts out of bins, and go rapidly prototype something for you and get you something in the lab as soon as possible. We have fuses that we've designed that replace a standard A&L fuse. What that does for us is allows us to remove the cables coming out to the external surfaces of the box. You used to have A&L fuses, mounted on the outside somewhere. You got to go and for maintenance. It kind of complicates the installation and has more connection points. So the customizable board you see on the bottom there, the idea behind that is we'll go and do our qualification work one time. And that way, when we do our DO-178B, DO-254 work, that stuff is all done kind of up front, and we can go reconfigure the system for your application rather than designing you new software. So that reduces NRE, again, improves time to market. Another big thing for Leach International S-Line Power Systems right now is 270-volt components. We have what we believe to be a bit of a game-changing technology in our arc suppression for 270-volt contactors. Today there's some limitations on hot switching for 270, and more we're seeing that people are coming in looking for 270-volt systems even in the commercial market. So we have a proprietary arc suppression, and we still maintain galvanic isolation through this novel technology. So you'll see that it's flying right now in some demonstrators. You'll see that in the market early next year. We also have solid-state power controllers flying in 270-volt applications. So we can build you an assembly, both electromechanical or solid-state systems. We can integrate both of them, put them on a COM bus for you. So these integrated systems can use both of those technologies. It allows for inputs and outputs for retrofits to older systems. We can sit on a CAN bus or an ARINC bus, 1553. And again, the takeaway here is that this is all programmable and reconfigurable systems so that we can go in and try to get you a system up and running faster than we ever did in the past. So with that, come and see us at 623, and thank you for your time.
Good morning. Thank you for being here. My name is Tony Weller, Sales Manager at AEM. As we released to the public earlier this year, AEM is now a wholly owned subsidiary of Structural Monitoring Systems plc, traded on the Australian Stock Exchange under ticker code SMN. It will be business as usual with the AEM team, focused on supporting our customers and new product development. AEM is excited to be back on the stage at the AEA new product introductions. Luke Schenk and I will be at booth number 322, showcasing our product lines of loudspeaker systems, next generation master caution panels, audio accessories, faceplates and keyboard design and manufacturing services, and contract manufacturing abilities. The LSA 150 and LSA 300 are the latest additions to our loudspeaker amplifier line. Derived from the leading amplifier in the marketplace, the LSA 400, the two new amplifiers provide our customers with an affordable and technically superior option to the legacy PA 110 and PA 220 based systems. The Class D amplifiers are DO-160G and DO-214 qualified and come with a 3-year warranty. The advanced circuitry of the amplifier has been optimized for the speaker load and provides protection for an overload condition and various airframe related faults. Please note that AEM will continue to supply and support the legacy product. AEM has been able to optimize the output to work with our TS series speakers, providing a more efficient and louder compact system option over the incumbent legacy systems. This will be attractive to operators with smaller law enforcement helicopters and firefighting contractors. The new amplifiers are available through AEM's worldwide dealer and distributor network, along with the other system components. The AWG-08 audio warning generator is our latest product, and we are excited to announce will be the first TSO product under the authority of AEM's Design Approval Organization. This new technology allows integrators, completion centers, modification centers, and OEMs alike the ability to create the unique tone and/or voice warnings needed to meet the audible warning requirements of the modern cockpit. The AWG-08 is scheduled for certification and release this summer. The AWG-08 is a field programmable and configurable audio warning generator utilizing a USB input and an intuitive programming application developed by AEM. With flexibility in mind, the AWG-08 allows the user to create or expand a warning and/or briefing system with voice, tone, and combination warnings supported. AEM has created a free library of tones and messages for users to supplement their own collection. The AWG-08 has an industry-leading 8 90-second memory slots along with dual audio inputs, allowing existing warning audio to be summed with the AWG-08 audio outputs. It has 2 isolated and independently adjustable audio outputs with built-in short-circuit protection for easy use and installation in dual cockpit configurations. A master-slave configuration is also possible, enabling further system expansion. It will be qualified to DO-160G and DO-214A standards and has a pending TSO. Thank you for your time and attention this morning, and stay tuned for more innovative announcements from AEM in 2018. Luke and I look forward to meeting and speaking with many of you over the next few days at booth number 322. Cheers and enjoy the show.
Hello, my name is Adam Shepard. I'm the product manager for Honeywell's GoDirect cabin connectivity. Here at GoDirect, we are constantly innovating. And it's conferences like AEA that provide us the opportunity to connect with our dealers and our customers and build that foundation for innovation. So I'd personally like to thank AEA. GoDirect Cabin Services has a brand promise. Provide our customers with unprecedented real-time information about their data consumption and provide unparalleled functionality while enabling them to control their costs. Most recently, we went into the market and asked about your routing needs, and the message was very clear. We need to provide that same advanced functionality and cost savings that we do in our services and our software to router hardware. So GoDirect took action and revolutionized our router. We took the outdated monolithic processing that's been done today, threw it out, and are happy to introduce the first distributed architecture for all aircraft types. Through GoDirect's distributed architecture, we can simplify the router on an aircraft. We can reduce the footprint of your router by 65%. We can slash the weight by 40%. We can reduce the power consumption by 35%. And best of all, we can do it at a price point that is 70% cheaper than what is in the market today. All of this without diminishing any functionality. Introducing Honeywell's latest innovation in cabin connectivity, the GoDirect router. Take the old bulky routing solution of the past and leave it in your hangar, because the GoDirect router has all the functionality you need on board your aircraft, all at a fraction of the cost. The robust functionality of GoDirect router is made possible through our GoDirect routing software. You can increase your functionality with dual redundancy, add 2 GoDirect routers, one as a wireless access point and one as a router, and do it all for less than the price of installing one of today's routers. GoDirect's innovation doesn't stop there. We have conversion kits that allow you to take most flange mount routers on the market today and convert it to a GoDirect router in under an hour. Prior installations include a large, heavy router intended to do most of the processing. Today's world, all of the devices, your laptops, your phones, everything has a large processor in it, and it makes it so that heavy router of the past is extremely underutilized. With GoDirect, we're allowing devices on board to handle the processing, distribute it amongst them, and right-sizing your routing solution. Now you can drastically reduce the size, weight, wiring, power consumption on your aircraft, and save yourself money on the installation. Here at GoDirect, we recognize the need to control your costs, and through the GoDirect router, we have delivered once again. Come catch the first glimpse of the GoDirect router at the Honeywell booth and get more information on how GoDirect can save you time and money. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Beat Otzberger, representing Grüezi Avionics from Switzerland. So, welcome to our product introduction. Well, we faced several times the issue new customer requirements and thought, wouldn't it be great to have a tool that efficiently solves and manages the customer requirements, and at the same time be so small that you actually can place it in a cabinet or in a seat or just behind a panel in an aircraft or a helicopter. And then it's just to be plug and play. And not each time have different part numbers for all the different requirements, just have 1 or 2 part numbers and that's it. So we invented the Pico Close Loop Controller, or short PCLC as we call it, and that's how it looks. It has Bluetooth capability, it can talk to its own network, and it has plenty of interfaces, input and outputs. So what kind of solution can you use it for? For example, for lights, simple dimming lights in an aircraft, or did you ever had a customer that wants to wake up with an alarm clock and then the lights slowly get brighter and brighter? That's easy to do with the PCLC. Heating. There's many applications on the heating, closed control loop, that's very simple, but also infusions of liquid into the body, actually, in the EMS sector, or use heat, can all be done with the PCLC. Or then have you faced the situation where you have so many remote controls that you don't know to use which remote control for what application? Then you can all connect them, the legacy equipments, put a PCLC to it, and then you transfer it directly on your iPad, and it's very easy to use. The advantage, all can be put together into a network, so you don't have just a single item, but it's rather they're all talking to each other, which makes it a dynamic application. So, for example, VIP environment, that would be a nice application. You have a home cinema in the aircraft for, you know, the senior guy, and basically rather than putting several buttons, you simply say start of home cinema, the cupboard opens up and the TV comes out, and at the same time the light dims down. That's all doable with the PCLC. Emergency medical system would be also an application that it can be used, and special mission, as well as non-standard application. So how do we set up the PCLC? You first define how the network should look like, then select the application for each PCLC, configure it as needed, and then basically load the applications. So far, we only go for non-safety relevant applications, and we have certified it according to DO 160G and basic flammability, as well for EMI. We can support the design and, of course, helping with certification. And as we run out of time, visit us at booth 721, and that's basically to illustrate how it looks like and how big it is. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Larry Buller from Buller Enterprises. We are honored that so many of you have chosen to make our Panel Pro a part of your operation, and it's great to reconnect with you here. After your instrument panels are cut, you still have the job of marking the instrument panels with placards and other panel markings. The Panel Pro instrument panel cutter is a standard of the industry. The Panel Pro 5925 features a full 3-axis CNC control that, along with AvCam operating software, speeds your project from design to finished project. The Panel Pro is not just a piece of hardware that you have to figure out, it's an integrated system of hardware, software, and support that makes instrument panel and sheet metal parts production a breeze. It allows personnel with little training to produce professional quality panels in a short time. Just a little recap of the operation. It's easy and straightforward. A drawing library is included by make, model, and serial number that can be easily modified to suit your needs. You can use your existing computer-aided drafting program or the CAD that's supplied with the Panel Pro to add or move instruments around. When you're done drawing, you simply load it in AvCam, the operating software, and AvCam organizes your file into a logical cutting sequence and calculates toolpaths. This can all be done in the comfort of your office. The Panel Pro can cut a typical pilot's panel in 20 to 30 minutes. Once the panel is cut, your job is not over. You have to apply text and graphics to mark the switches, registration numbers, and other placards. Panel marking has always been a challenging aspect of the process. Buller Enterprises is proud to announce the LZ1 laser engraver. The LZ1 is an accessory for the Panel Pro that uses the same drawing that you made to cut the panel to engrave the text and graphics required. The LZ1 engraves with no physical contact with the panel. There are no cutters, coolant, or consumables. The LZ1 is a Class 4 laser available for the Panel Pro 5925. The LZ1 easily handles flat and textured powder coat finishes. The LZ1 darkens the color of the powder coat, so no paint fill is needed for your light-colored panels. The LZ1 can also remove a top layer of paint to expose a different color of paint beneath it. The LZ1 is intended for engraving, but can cut some thin material such as the gasket shown in the upper right. Come see us at booth 619 for more information and demonstrations. Ask us about our show special. Thank you very much.
Good morning, I'm Roger Dykman, and I lead the North American sales team for Bendix King. Today I'm going to talk to you about some exciting new offerings from Bendix King. We all know that ADS-B is at the forefront of our minds in aviation today, and it's nothing different at Bendix King. Between Bendix King and Honeywell, we have the most complete ADS-B line of solutions available. The first of these solutions I'd like to talk to you about is our CNI 5000 ADS-B upgrade. The CNI 5000 is a radio suite that was delivered on Citation 525, 525A, and 550 Bravos early on. For these aircraft, we have created an affordable, simple-to-install solution. The CNI 5000 ADS-B upgrade provides a custom-designed new faceplate and custom-designed KT-74s, creating a seamless fit in the panel. These solutions minimize downtime and help you get more aircraft in and out of your shop. The CNI 5000 starts at a list price of $16,651 with options that allow for ADS-B in to be displayed on a tablet. Bendix King's next ADS-B solution is the MST-70B. This ADS-B solution is designed as a slide-in replacement for the MST-67A. The MST-67A has sold thousands over the years and is a part of the CAS-67A TCAS-2 system. The MST-70B reuses the tray, the rack, and the wiring from the existing installation and requires minimal rewiring at install. Additionally, the customer's aircraft is covered, if the aircraft is covered by the Honeywell Avionics Protection Program, HAP. The MST-70B folds right into that coverage seamlessly, also offering a discount on HAP. A revision to our Part 25 STC were released at the end of this month, expanding the platforms and compatibility list. We'll also be releasing a Part 23 AML STC at the end of May, covering many Part 23 aircraft with the MST-67A installed. The Bendix King Aero-View Integrated Avionics retrofit solution was recently certified in the King Air B200s. Aero-View is a full avionics upgrade for the B200 using the same core elements and software that are flying today in the Apex and Epic systems. Aero-View is a ProPilot solution that has been finely tuned to be easy to use using a cursor control device as a part of Aero-View, making it intuitive and straightforward with helpful drop-down menus and prompting. Aero-View provides full ADS-B compliance, RVSM compliance, world-class synthetic vision, and millions of flight hours behind the panel for confidence. Buyer incentive programs are in place today for the AeroView system. Next, Bendix King's got a long tradition of high-performance autopilot solutions provided for general aviation. Aero-Cruise Autopilot continues that tradition. Our Aero-Cruise is designed to be a quick-turn replacement for the KFC 150, KFC 200, and KFC 250 autopilots. It reuses the existing servo installations and existing wiring to minimize downtime. Aero-Cruise is compatible with our KI 300 Aeroflight attitude indicator as well as other digital display systems. Aero-Cruise is in flight test today as we speak, with certification planned for the fourth quarter of this year. The initial release of Aero-Cruise will cover the KFC 150 installations with an AMLSTC that addresses many platforms. The list price for Aero-Cruise starts at $99.95. Come see Bendix King at booth 235. Thanks and have a great show.
Good morning. My name is Alan Goodnight. Today, I'm pleased to announce that the 4G LTE in-flight connectivity revolution that we at Smart Sky created is now coming to light jets and turboprops. You likely know we were the first to bring true 4G LTE to aviation. Our beamforming network delivers an unrivaled internet user experience at the very best price. Since we started flying, our focus has been on the mid and heavy jet segment. In fact, many of you have experienced a Smart Sky flight demonstration for yourself and walked away with the same feeling as this journalist. Man, I sure wish I could have that on my flight home. As you would expect, enabling you to have the very best value in aviation connectivity has been a lot of work. We now have a certified PMA product for the mid and heavy jet market. Nearly 60% of our nationwide sites are in their final upfit stage, with more to come as the equipment continues to roll off the line. So it's now that we can turn our attention to the light jet and turboprop owner-operators with a product specifically tailored to this value-driven market. We call it light, but make no mistake, this still uses our patented 4G LTE beamforming network. Turboprop and light jet operators will have full access to blazing fast internet throughout the aircraft, providing connectivity for both the flight deck and aircraft systems, as well as the cabin. While the network is still the same, this product is uniquely designed for small aircraft, with max takeoff weights less than 19,000 pounds. And when you consider the unrestricted full streaming capability of this product, it is certainly the best value, which means greater passenger enjoyment and safety through high bandwidth apps for the owner-flown market. So, what can you expect from user experience with this new product? In short, maximum productivity and entertainment. Do everything on the internet in your light jet or turboprop that you can do on the ground, and do all of these things with your own devices. This means watching live web content, such as movies and TV, plus high-speed bidirectional programs such as WebEx, or Skype and FaceTime calls with no buffering, all without any add-on costs or additional apps. What's more, with many partner apps in development using SkyTelligence-enabled tools, you can optimize fuel burn, save flight time, and account in real time for changes in air traffic and weather dynamics, again, at no additional cost. With today's announcement, we have new dealer and installation partner opportunities, so please stop by our booth if you have an interest. Lastly, you're probably curious about how much this remarkable product costs. Our special introductory rate is $75 per connected hour with unlimited data, and hardware is projected to be less than $50,000. At last, the era of 4G LTE connectivity for the light jet and turboprop markets is upon us. Thank you.
Good day, AEA. It's good to be here. Speaking for everyone at Rosen Aviation, we appreciate your business, and we look forward to doing more work with you going forward over the next couple of years while I'm around at least. So I'm Pat Bloodworth. I'm the Business Development Manager for Rosen Aviation. The other team members that are here at the exhibit is Mark Cook, my VP of Sales and Marketing, and Joe Bazan, who many of you know and worked with over the years. He's definitely a cabin expert, and I'm glad to have him here with me. The work that we've done over the past year and a half or so has really been based upon the development of products for the aftermarket, and one of these is this RosenView Media Input Panel. This is a product that was actually part of a system announced at NBAA for the RosenView Access infotainment system that many of you hopefully have received information from us on over the past half year or so. The RosenView Access system, this media input panel, and another product that I'll be introducing to you are all based on meetings and discussions and really information from all of you to tell us what customers are needing on their aircraft right now for the cabin. The target market for the RosenView Media Input Panel is the aftermarket, of course. However, the OEM side has also expressed a strong interest in the media input panel. The reason we developed this was based, again, on the information that you all provided us to go ahead and provide the ability for an HDMI plug-in. Also, they said, well, how about a USB plug-in? And that's what this media input panel does. It also provides USB charging at 1.5 amps. The HDMI and USB panels have a dimmable light ring that is set up via a pot. The bezel actually is removable so that you can do that, and there's also adjustable line level audio output. So really it is a standalone product. It can be part of the RosenView Access system, or it could be a standalone product. And what we're talking about here for all of our dealers is the ability to install this system, media input panel, along with many of the existing installations that you've done already using the SDI-supported Rosen displays. For example, the remote display module with the remote monitor electronic box that many of you have installed over the years, the standalone all-in-one that support SDI also. This is a graphic depiction showing you exactly what we are proposing for this standalone media input panel. Again, 3G SDI along with composite inputs, 1.5 amp charging. We're also introducing the Rosen tablet holder here at the AEA for the first time. This, again, is based on feedback from all of you many times saying, you know, there's thousands of these Rosen personal displays installed on all these aircraft over the past, I would say, 10 years or so. Why don't you go ahead and build your OEM quality, reliability, focus effort that you have at Rosen and provide a Rosen tablet holder to plug into these existing Rosen base receptacles. So that's the purpose of this Rosen tablet holder. We wanted to bring this to you at the AEA to show you different configurations and at our exhibit to allow you the ability to get a feel for exactly how well designed this system is. For example, what you'll see in this slide right here, the tablet holder actually slides back and forth. There is no left-right part number. It'll fit right into a side pocket, for example, on certain aircraft. So we really want your feedback. We have incentives for you, if you'll come by the booth, to let us know at booth 310, 312, your thoughts about the two products that we're announcing. We'll also have RosenView Access on display to get your thoughts on that product, and talk about maybe some incentives that we can do during this ADS-B mandate era that's going on over the next year or so. Thank you very much. Look forward to seeing you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Perry Coyne. I'm the Marketing Director for Aspen Avionics. And today we are introducing the Evolution E5 Dual Electronic Flight Instrument System. The E5 is a full-size display with an attitude indicator and CDI that customers can install real glass for under $5,000. And what's more, installing the E5 will not require a backup indicator. With redesigned electronics, new glass, the Evolution E5 has a bolder and brighter display and offers higher reliability, more capability, and increased processing speed, all while retaining Aspen's unique form factor design that keeps installation costs low. In keeping with our open architecture philosophy, it interfaces with most autopilots and provides GPSS roll steering. It's an STC'd, non-TSO unit that can be affordably upgraded to a TSO-approved Pro 1000 PFD, which makes it a smart investment for now and in the future. Unlike other standalone systems, our versatile design and open architecture allow features to be easily configured, to specific flight needs, with the opportunity to add additional options and capability without unit replacement. What that means to you is that customers can affordably upgrade or add HSI, AOA, ADS-B, synthetic vision, and hazard awareness with only one display installation. Designed as a non-TSO drop-in replacement for traditional mechanical vacuum instruments, the Evolution E5 also interfaces with most legacy autopilots and will also interface to the new TrueTrack Vision autopilot. When combined, the E5 with the TrueTrack Vision autopilot, customers can have a full system for under $10,000. What you might already know is that earlier this year, Aspen was also named as an authorized reseller for L3 aviation products. Right now, you can order the NGT 9000, 9000R transponder, Storm Scope lightning detection system, and the ESI 500 standby indicator through Aspen regional sales managers. Technical support is available through L3 aviation products. Lastly, the new E5 will be available starting mid-year 2018 at $49.95. You can also learn more at Aspen's dealer training tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. See us at booth 443, and thank you for attending AEA.
Good morning. My name is Jeremy Ham, and I'm the Business Development Manager for WB Parts and WB Parts Express. Today, I'm excited to introduce to you 3 products that will help increase your capacity. It's our free next-gen software smartphone app and our Avionics Express hardware system. AMI is our free cloud-based aircraft maintenance and inventory system that offers work order management, inventory management and control with automatic low stock alerts, customer and aircraft activity reporting, job-related labor tracking, as well as logbook entry management. On AMI's dashboard, you can easily track all jobs that are late, any work orders on hold, revenue to open work orders, as well as an interactive calendar that helps you schedule and maintain your work orders. The inventory management control is another key feature of AMI. With it, you can control sell price, create product stock labels, you can store and track serialized part numbers, and search your inventory for upcoming work orders. Since AMI is connected to the FAA database, you can easily add new customers with a tail number lookup feature or search for current airworthiness directives with an aircraft manufacturer, model, or by date. WebEx Pro is our free app that we have for your Apple or Android device. This app turns your phone into a tool. With it, you can send part requests to your purchaser, you can pick stocked work orders, and you can log hours to work orders. Just simply input the work order ID, the squawk ID, and input the hours spent. Once submitted, these hours will be automatically associated with your work order if you're an AMI user. If not, no problem. We can create an import file for quantum control or whatever system that you're currently using. Our Avionics Express hardware system is our mobile hardware solution that's designed to increase your shop's capacity. What it does is it has 330 pieces of common avionics hardware that you put next to the aircraft and at your technician's fingertips. How does this increase your capacity? In the beginning of this year, we partnered with the Fitbit Corporation and conducted case studies with 5 avionics shops across the country. What we learned was that technicians spent on average of 9 to 10 hours a week away from the aircraft in total movement. When we implemented the WebEx Pro and the Avionics Express hardware system, we reduced that by 50%, saving 4 to 4.5 hours per week per technician, which resulted in about a 10% increase in capacity. We also learned that if you're doing $1 million in revenue, about $500,000 of that's going to go to your equipment and materials. Another $250,000 goes to your labor. About another $50,000 is going to your overhead, leaving $200,000 for profit. With an increase in capacity by 10%, you can add an additional $100,000 of revenue, and only your material and equipment goes up by $50,000. However, you add nothing to labor, and you're adding nothing to overhead, leaving $50,000 going directly to your bottom line. I'll be doing demonstrations at booth 211 for AMI and WebEx Pro on our upcoming Alley software, as well as, and I'll be doing that Tuesday starting at 11, and then again at 1, 2, 3, and 4 o'clock, and then on Wednesday starting at 11, and then again at 1, 2, and 3. Thank you for your time, and you have a great show.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Jeff Geraci. I am Director of Sales for ACR Electronics, Artex branded products. I am very excited to be here today to tell you about a new product that will resolve an industry challenge, but first, a little housekeeping. Artex is a leading manufacturer of ELT in addition to satellite communication for civilian and military customers. We supply life-saving products for use in land, marine, and aviation. We have a 55,000 square foot facility located in Fort Lauderdale. Spring break is coming. We will rebrand the city to Fort Lickerdale. Artex products are American made, and ACR has the most beacon approvals of any company on the planet. To borrow the insurance company's tagline, we know a thing or two because we have certified a thing or two. I'm sure everyone has seen the videos on lithium batteries going into thermal runaway. We've all seen the various personal electronic devices experiencing these events as well. In 2013, an ELT battery system did damage a Boeing 787. Thankfully, it was on the ground, on the ramp. The FAA and the OEM responsible initiated a detailed study of lithium batteries. The result was that in April 2016, the FAA issued special conditions for non-rechargeable lithium batteries for both non-rechargeable and rechargeable battery systems. Overnight, the landscape of ELT design and battery systems changed. After investigating designs on how to meet the new special conditions, Artex took a unique path. In the video, please. So yes, I know what you're thinking. Alkaline batteries are not new. The innovation of this battery system is that it powers a 406 COSPAS set approved beacon. It has a 5-year battery life, the same as our traditional lithium-powered ELTs. It's still meeting the current TSO requirements. Choosing ELT 4000 will eliminate special conditions. It costs less to buy, and it costs less to own. Everything ships now non-hazmat. The savings are significant. And by the way, ELT 4000 was designed to be an easy retrofit for all of our lithium legacy ELT batteries. Same switches, antennas, and cables. With regard to lithium batteries, Artex has over 1.6 billion flight hours on our transport level ELTs. We are dedicated to lithium, but we had to develop this ELT 4000 to meet a challenge in regulatory requirements, and we did it in just under 12 months. A year ago, ELT 4000 did not have a project number. It was a very fast development program. In closing, I would like to thank the AEA for their support of all of us installers of the repair facilities or distributors, everything that makes our industry happen. And I would also like to extend an invite to come to the booth, learn about special conditions compliance, learn about ELT 4000 and how we can provide an ELT, either lithium or alkaline, to suit your needs. Thank you very much and have a great AEA.
Hello, I'm David Gray, and I'm here representing AirText. This is a low-cost aviation communication product, and we have a family of products I'd like to talk about. AirText was introduced a couple years ago. Very small product, weighs just under a pound. It is based on Iridium, so we have worldwide coverage. We can have 64 simultaneous users. We use low-cost burst messaging. We have both iOS and Android apps. As I mentioned before, a very small footprint. We also have AirText Plus, which we introduced last year. It's great for customers that are concerned about the expenses that we've seen using the internet. It's great for smaller airplanes and also supplemental connectivity for the large airplanes. The list price, and I find that people aren't really talking much price up here, it's $14,950. We've been delivering, as I mentioned before, 5 cents a message, so it's very low cost, and $1.60 a minute for phone calls. So what's new? This year we had some pilot functionality and some accessories. We found that AirText has morphed. Initially it was for passengers sending text messages, but we found a great use, and it's really a data link for pilots. It took us a year. The FAA approved our servers, and so now we're able to send up digital ATIS up to the airplanes. We can send up ASOS and international METARs and TAFs. Now, what's the game changer there? Well, it used to be that we'd used to fly and have to wait until we get there in order to get our digital ATIS and ASOS because we had to be within radio range. Well, now you can do it anywhere in the world at any altitude. We introduced something new called FBO Link. FBO Link is another way of communicating with the FBOs direct from the pilot's device. So we're talking about just your phone or your tablet, and you could send a message directly to the CSR at the FBO. Again, you get up to altitude, and you could do this anywhere in your flight. You could be going across the pond. It really is a big assistance and good for safety of flight. We have now an ability to enunciate a indicator in the cockpit, so a dispatcher can alert the pilot that they have a message for them. I mentioned we have some new hardware. The first thing we came out with is a small enunciator, very small, lightweight. It uses e-ink technology. So if anybody has a Kindle, you're familiar with that technology. And what we can do is tell the passenger or pilot that they have some messages waiting for them. The second thing that we have, it's about the size of a USB stick. It's an extender antenna. And we can have up to 32 of these mounted out and about, say if you have a head of state airplane, or we do some things for yachts. And so you'd put those out throughout the vehicle because we're using Bluetooth. So what's new and next, and that's Iridium Next. Many people might know that we have 40 satellites up there now. There's going to be a total of 70. Another 10 are launched this weekend. Expected completion the end of this year, and significant increase in bandwidth. So I invite you to come to our booth, which is booth number 240. Ask us what's new. There's a lot I couldn't tell you today, and sign up to become a dealer. Thank you very much.
Good morning. I'm Mark Inslee, President of Latitude Technologies, and I'm here to introduce our team's latest innovation, the eNode. Now, eNode is Latitude's new engine data acquisition unit built to enable and support condition trend monitoring, flight data monitoring, and fuel management programs. Packaged into a small, lightweight box and tested to rigorous environmental standards, eNode offers a versatile solution supporting twin turbine engined aircraft. Now, eNode functions with our modular system of aircraft communications and monitoring solutions, showing from left to right our eNode, the IONode, and the SkyNode. These are data collection and distribution devices that interface to the through the network and to our SkyNode, our flight data analytics programs, and other third-party systems. These Lego-like components combine to provide a system that can be built and configured to fit any aircraft, any message, any mission, and importantly, any budget. Now, retrofitting older aircraft record torques, temperatures, RPMs, and fuel parameters and enable timely notifications of exceedances is a game changer. Continuously gathered data is simply more detailed and is more reliable than manually filled out flight logs. And now lease fleet owners can affordably track usage cycles, temperatures, and speed events regardless of time or distance between them and their customers. The eNode can be installed on its own to capture engine signals and convert them to an ARINC 429 output data stream, or it can be mechanically coupled with our Wi-Fi enabled IONode lightweight flight data recorder as shown here. And when further interfaced to one of our SATCOM units, the system provides the best of all worlds: reliable, affordable, and fully automated access to information that works everywhere on the planet. Now, a regional airline operator shared an incident with me, happened to them just last spring, where one of their aircraft came perilously close to running out of fuel. Weather had closed their intended destination and route, and so they had to divert to an alternate airport. And in their decision of where to go, the pilots hadn't anticipated a 50-knot headwind, and their fuel burn calculation was off as a result. And because of this, they were on reserve fuel well before their new approach was being made. Unfortunately, they did make their landing without incident, but they all realized afterwards, had a go-around been required, it could have been a quite different story for them and their 40 passengers. The analysis afterwards was that better situational awareness for both the flight crew and dispatch to assess all the dynamic factors involved: weather, fuel quantity, fuel flow, temperatures, the trendings, that is, would have made for a different flight path and an alternate airport choice. The timely information that eNode provides will help operation awareness by reducing unexpected maintenance expenditures and the potential for catastrophic failure. The bonus dividend of all this is safety. One of the tools we use to turn the recorded data into actionable information is our Latitude Flight Data Analytics program, our complete web-based system for viewing, storing, and managing and analyzing flight data, as well as sending out real-time notifications. In summary, eNode effortlessly records engine trending data and enables operators to receive vital notifications about engine parameters, exceedances, and more. And it helps reduce maintenance-related costs of older aircraft types. So to learn more about the eNode and to meet our team of Latitude, please visit us at our booth 325. Thank you very much.
Hello, I'm Kyle Price. I'm a technical sales engineer with Universal Avionics. We've always sought to create innovative avionics solutions that were highly adaptable to a lot of different airframes and cockpits. And our Insight flight deck is no change from this rule. But when you combine flexibility with deep integration, you often increase complexity. And that's why I'm happy to announce our newest innovation. It's a cloud-based configuration creation, management, and modification tool that'll help simplify the design experience. we've put together a little video to display some of its benefits and features.
For any authorized Universal Avionics dealer, accessing the new ECE tool is as simple as logging into your Uninit account and selecting the ECE link from the Software Tools section of the Dealer Resource tab. The first page you will land on within the ECE is the dashboard. Here we have conveniently laid out the most common utilities in one simple and intuitive location. You can access your saved configurations as well as configurations that are shared within your organization. You can copy, share, or delete existing configurations, as well as import or create new configurations. Creating a new configuration is simple and quick. Give the configuration a name and fill in some data about the aircraft. We then choose the appropriate software control number for this configuration, and the tool will conveniently present the default hardware configuration for the chosen SCN. You can also make necessary changes to the hardware configuration here. Back on the dashboard, we can begin modifying an existing configuration simply by selecting it from the list. This will bring us to the summary page where we have quick access to top-level information about the configuration, as well as the ability to export the configuration. Selecting the Port Allocation tab reveals an intuitive layout of the EFIS system's allocated resources. This allows for rapid decision-making when adding a new interface based on port availability. Once the available port has been identified, configuring it is easy and efficient. Dynamically filtered menus make designing error-free configurations much simpler. Within the Options tab, we can configure display, presentation, and behavioral characteristics. We can change things like altitude and airspeed bugs, as well as any applicable range windows for those values. Selecting a specific LRU will present options for settings like video interface sources as well as display brightness curves. We also have added the ability to copy those settings from one display to another, reducing unnecessary redundancy from the workflow. A detailed changelog was added to enable simple and fast reference to any changes made in configuration, showing not only when the change was made, but also what the setting was prior to that change. Users can utilize the snapshot feature to easily create restore points, and the system will automatically create a snapshot for every 10 changes for robust data backup. When your configuration is done, the Export tab allows users to create not only the binary file for system loading, but also several common file formats for seamless integration into aircraft records or certification documentation.
So we'd love to have you guys come by our training session that we're going to hold in room 122 tomorrow from 9:30 to 10:30 a.m. And as always, please see us at booth 411 for all the exciting things that Universal has to offer. Thank you very much and have a great show.
Good morning. My name is Mike Reed. I'm Director of Sales and Marketing for TEL Instrument Electronics, or TIC, as we're commonly known. I'm pleased to be here this morning to announce the introduction of our new and revolutionary all-in-one avionics test set, the SDR Omni. And I'll explain what that means in just a minute. First, just a bit about TIC. TIC has a long history of designing and manufacturing rugged, reliable, flight-line avionics test equipment. I'm sure that many of you have used one of our yellow flight-line testers over the years. And this long history brings us to today's announcement. The world's first all-in-one avionics test set, capable of testing everything from low-frequency ADFs all the way up to high-frequency L-band GPS. The SDR stands for Software Defined Radio. And of course, Omni means all. Using modern cell phone technology, we've built a tester that can transmit or receive all the complex avionics signal types via software. Thus, users may configure our standard hardware with software applications or apps to test only the avionics functions that they need. Our first release of apps will test ADS-B in and out systems, both the 1090 megahertz and the 978 megahertz UAT, as well as Part 43 transponder testing for AT-crabs and Mode-S transponders. It'll also include a very slick app for coaxial cable and antenna troubleshooting, including distance to fault. This first release is scheduled for this September. Our March 2019 release will add the capability to test traditional navigation and communication radios. It'll test VOR, ILS, TAC-in, as well as HF, VHF, and UHF communication radios, as well as 406 megahertz ELT and CellCal functions. So at this point, the SDR Omni will have all the test capability that is commonly found in 2 or more traditional flight line testers. And our third planned release will add GPS simulator capability, including dynamic flight simulation. We designed the SDR Omni with a color touchscreen and an intuitive smart tablet style navigation so that training time, if any, is minimized. This user-friendliness is going to be a very welcome feature compared to today's flight line testers. So if you're familiar with an iPad, you'll be very much at home with the SDR Omni. And it's also smaller than current flight line testers and about half the weight. One very cool feature is that you can link the tester to your tablet or your smartphone via Wi-Fi and then control it remotely. So in this way, you could put the tester next to the aircraft on the hangar floor and then control it from the cockpit. And in this way, turn a 2-person task into a single-person task. The tester will save the test results and allow the result files to be downloaded and archived. And another very cool feature is its calibration verification app, which will prompt the user through a simple verification procedure using only 2 pieces of precision test equipment. So this is going to greatly reduce calibration time and expense, and it can easily be done by a shop that has the right equipment. So TIC is excited to add this revolutionary new tester to our product line. It's a huge leap in avionics tester technology, and it represents a significant cost advantage over current flight line testers. We want to thank Aero-Express, our exclusive U.S. distributor, for their great job of selling and supporting our products, and we ask that you would come see our demo unit in the Aero-Express booth number 418. Thank you.
Thank you and good morning, AEA. I'm Dan Stearns with Carlisle IT, and it's been a long time. Really look forward to getting back and getting reacquainted with some old friends and customers. We do have 2 new products to talk to you about this morning. The first is our Octax Solo high-speed Ethernet connector. With data rates, volume requirements of new and emerging aircraft systems growing oftentimes exponentially. SATCOM, Wi-Fi connectivity, modern cockpit avionics, enhanced or synthetic vision systems, for example, data loading and transfers are all illustrations of how these applications are consuming higher volumes of data at ever-increasing speeds. Excuse me. Carlisle has been a longtime provider of connector and cable technology as well as the infrastructure behind those connections. So with data speeds and volume in mind, Carlisle Interconnect is pleased to introduce the newest connector family, the Octax Solo. So featuring twice the density of legacy Quadrex connectors, the Octax can easily accommodate data from 1 gigabit to as much as 10 plus gigabits per second, assuring data-hungry application needs are met now and in the future. Octax Solo was designed for easier and less costly on-site field repairs utilizing off-the-shelf mill standard pins without the need for special tools or equipment. Octax is a simple, cost-effective connector with a small form factor that saves space and weight for current and future high-density applications. The Octax Solo also keeps with the long Carlisle IT tradition of offering rugged, harsh environment performance with a broad operating temperature range, superior EMI shielding, and corrosion resistance. There's multiple configurations and shell sizes that are available now. We can also custom build specific connectors for customer needs. For a closer look, we do have samples in the booth and a unique adapter actually that converts existing Quadrex connectors to Octax. So the next product is our EFB Easy Mount and Universal Cradle system. In the past, aircraft operators that required panel-mounted EFBs have been stuck with tablet-specific mounting options. EFB changes, and especially the rapid deployment of and implementation of iPads, MS Surface carry-ons, for example, for use by flight crews, can make existing certified mounting hardware solutions obsolete. So growing our legacy EFB mount and cradle options, Carlisle IT is pleased to bring forward the next generation of Easy Mount and Universal Cradle hardware that's tablet agnostic and assures adaptability to future COTS changes or modifications. The latest Easy Mount is smaller, it's sturdier, it's lighter weight. It includes an AirInc standard mounting bolt pattern that matches up with the back of the new cradle. Now the Universal Cradle is also smaller, lighter, modular design with an expandable arm that makes it adaptable to new and future tablet designs, including allowance for the protective cases on those tablets. The small form factor and the lightweight materials of the system won't interfere with supporting devices like GPS or Wi-Fi signals. The modular design also allows for easy tablet refresh cycles, giving the operators a simple and cost-effective path to upgrade EFBs and the tablets without having to change out the mounting hardware. Carlisle currently has several existing STCs that we look to upgrade over time to the new mount and the cradle system, as well as pursue new aircraft STC options. And then finally, in addition to the Easy Mount and cradle, we're also bringing forward a new cockpit power charging port to round out a total EFB, cockpit EFB solution. The next-gen power port does give flight crews an easy plug-in charging capability for their EFB or their iPad or their Surface tablets. Samples of the mount, the cradle, and the power port are here, available now in the booth for viewing. And finally, thank you. We appreciate it. Appreciate coming back here. Look forward to it. We're in booth 537. We are hosting a hospitality event tomorrow from 3:30 to 5:30. So please come by, have a cold one on us. We look forward to catching up with everybody. Have a great show.
Well, good morning. My name is Kevin Hayes, and I'm the Vice President of Sales and Marketing for Alto Aviation. Last year at AEA in New Orleans, we introduced our KNET switch system, and the response from the industry has been outstanding. As we continue to enhance our CSS, we have discovered new opportunities to create more efficient designs for ease of installation. Today's new product introduction is Alto's new inline relay controller. Many of the obsolete switch panels have internal control of loads directly at the switch connector. This small and compact unit converts an Alto discrete switch into local relay control. This results in a more efficient design and less wiring. As the product name suggests, the switch panel may be plugged directly inline to the controller via J1. The J2 connector has local relays to control loads connected at the former switch position. The goal is to preserve the existing wiring. If you want to use the controller as a standalone unit or discrete unit, you may connect multiple panels to the controller for simple load control. The controller is available in 3 configurations. If desired, the unit can be ordered with a single relay. This would be ideal for a flush switch or a simple read light. A dual relay configuration is available and works very well for read table configurations. And 3 relays are available and represent the maximum number of relays in this offering. One of the unique features of this controller is that the configuration is user selectable via dip switches located on the bottom of the unit. So based on the number of relays desired, you can define alternate action control for each function by moving the corresponding dip switch to off. This provides a traditional on-off toggle setting. If you prefer to have a momentary function, set the corresponding dip switch to on. This will provide momentary relay action as the button is pressed and release when the button is no longer pressed. If you have a function that is designed to control the load individually, set the corresponding dip switch to master. This allows the control of the relay internally. And if you require two-way action to another circuit, then select slave for the corresponding dip switch. This is useful for allowing a function to pass through the controller or to be used in a configuration such as a table function. One master circuit controls the load, and the other switch is set to slave mode. There are 3 pricing tiers for the 3 base models. This design is universal and allows for commonality of parts since the configuration is user selectable. The box is small and is easy to install. So the inline controller preserves existing wiring for ease of installation. It's scalable based on the number of functions you want to control, so you can decide if you want 1, 2, or 3 functions. It has internal relay control up to 2 amps. There's no operating software, so there's no boot time. And the unit is currently available with CSC with full qualification data, and FAA TSO is pending. Well, since our debut of the CSS last year, we have created many new styles of replacement switch panels. One of the most popular styles has been the Audio National SPS series. With the traditional built-in logic of the SPS, the inline controller is a great replacement solution as it preserves the existing switch wiring. So if you have a legacy AI system, please give us a call, we can help. We have also created Baker replacements. We are updating a Challenger now with Baker and have upgraded a Globe Express with rounded buttons as well. We have also created replacements for the obsolete PAC-SYS Airshow Micronet series. So the Alto CSS provides 100% fit compatibility solutions, so there's little to no woodwork changes. So imagine the cost savings and reduced downtime. So come by and see us in booth 247. We look forward to seeing you and showing you how we can make your replacement system for your obsolete CMS. Thank you for your time and consideration.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Max Gilday. I'm representing Navies Limited. For those of you who don't know us, we're an OEM that mainly manufactures pitot static test adapters. We also make air data accessory kits, but our adapters quite simply provide a leak-free connection between your aircraft and your test set. Today I want to talk about static testing in particular. It's been a long time since the way that static testing has been changed, and I'm very pleased to introduce a new product, the MAST 1000, or Multi-Aircraft Static Tester, that will do so. First, though, I'd like to take a look at some more traditional methods to show you how much of an innovation the MAST 1000 is. So this starts more than 55 years ago with Navies' invention of the Clico on your left. A mandrel is inserted into the vent, which anchors it from the inside. This is good for pepper pot types, but single-hole entries are available as well. Other adapters use thumb screws to attach to bulkheads on the skin of the aircraft. These are typically used in commercial and business aviation, though, so the problem comes in general aviation when these adapters are not suitable. Instead, until now, we've been stuck with vacuum grip type adapters. Now, whether mechanical or electrical, though, vacuum grips are not the perfect solution. First of all, you can't place them over paint lines, decals, or rivets, and the surface that you adhere them to needs to be clean, smooth, and dry. Otherwise, you risk your adapter falling off mid-test. We don't want that, which is why we have invented the MAST 1000. So rather than being mounted by suction cups, the static heads are mounted on poles. One pole is placed on either side of the aircraft and held together with tension from a spring beneath the fuselage or nose. So these poles are extendable in height from just a couple of feet for small helicopters to up to over 7 feet of clearance for something like a King Air, for example. As that suggests to you, as does the name, this is for use on multiple aircraft. In fact, this adapter will test the widest range of aircraft out of any adapter on the market today. Of course, you also won't have to avoid paint lines, rivets, and decals like you would with a vacuum grip type as well. Now, one of the coolest features about the MAST 1000 is a bushing in the head of the adapter that gives it a range of vertical motion. So this means that, for example, if someone were to climb into the cockpit of the plane while you're doing your test, and it bounces a little bit, it won't disrupt the test or dislodge the pole. On your right, you can see the gray seal holders. These contain a number of standard seals, but they're easily swapped for other sizes within seconds. They simply slide off the top, slide your next one on, and tighten the thumb screw. So here's a final look at the Mast 1000. You can see the standard AN fittings on the sides where you will connect your hoses, but of course specialty fittings can be asked for upon request. So please don't leave it there and come visit us at booth 347. We are just beside the silent auction in the cafeteria, and you can always reach us at our offices in Montreal or Connecticut. Thanks very much and have a great show.
ADSB, the proverbial thorn in everyone's side. Today, I challenge you to think differently about how we can better serve our business and commercial aviation customers with more cost-effective solutions. Introducing the Avail Performance Package, bringing cost-effective ADSB solutions to the King Air and twin turboprop marketplace. This certified package includes dual 1090 transponders, the Ranger RX with internal GPS, Wi-Fi, and a single compact control head. An AML-STC is scheduled for release late this summer and will include most common twin turboprop aircraft. Avail has an introductory list price of $17,685 and a full retail price of $19,500. Partnered with Becker Avionics, we bring common sense ADSB solutions for Part 25 business and commercial aviation. Pairing two Becker BXT transponders with a FreeFlight 1203C GPS provides a certified ADSB out solution. Add FreeFlight's Ranger RX and these aircraft can now take advantage of ADSB and benefits wirelessly on their EFB with several apps such as ForeFlight and Jepson Mobile. The BXT series is diversity capable, available for installation with TCAS-1 and TCAS-2 aircraft, and compatible with several control heads that in most cases are already on board. An AML-STC will be available and included later this year for $49,995. Flight Systems 1203C, a 15-channel ARINC 743B SBAS GNSS sensor that is now available with a 5 Hz update rate, which allows for integrations with more transponders than ever before. The 1203C is suitable for airlines, regional, and business aircraft flight operations. For enhanced situational awareness, add FreeFlight's Ranger RX for ADSBN, displaying FISB and TISB data via Wi-Fi on Bluetooth or iPad and EFB cockpit displays. Expanded installation flexibility with the following Part 25 and military-grade transponders for Rockwell Collins, ACSS, Honeywell, Becker Avionics, and Raytheon. These approved pairings cover the majority of all aircraft that still need ADSB upgrades. We are ready today for installation into the following aircraft. My name is Pete Ring, and I'm the Vice President of Sales and Marketing for FreeFlight Systems. We are experts in ADSB. Please visit our booth number 402 or online at freeflightsystems.com.
Hello, everyone. My name is Abby Reif with Avion Tech.
We provide comprehensive test equipment solutions for aviation operations of all sizes. Our goal is to exceed our clients' expectations by offering a wide range of quality test equipment and tooling, backed by the highest levels of service and support available. Today, we are excited to introduce Tech Support, the first comprehensive test equipment maintenance and protection plan in the industry. As a FAA certified repair station, we have an in-depth understanding of our clients' needs. One of the main challenges has always been keeping the required test equipment calibrated and in good working condition to ensure compliance with the FAA requirements. With the ADS-B mandate deadline approaching fast and the increasing need for avionics upgrades, it is critical to maintain a continuous workflow. Ultimately, the highest priority is always to keep the client happy and complete the job in a timely manner. We are also facing the financial challenges of keeping the operating costs down and, more importantly, avoiding unexpected expenses. To help our client address these challenges, we decided to be the first to offer an integrated solution. You asked and we listened. Tech Support. The test equipment support plan was developed by Avion Tech in response to our clients' demands for an integrated support, maintenance, and protection plan for their test equipment and tooling. There have been similar plans on the market for aircraft systems and avionics, but there has never been such a comprehensive plan offered for new and refurbished test equipment. With Tech Support, you will receive a full 1-year warranty with new or refurbished equipment. Also, to avoid any interruption in your work, you will receive a free loaner whenever your equipment fails or runs out of calibration and needs to be sent back to the lab. With Tech Support, we offer free shipping back to the lab and free shipping of the loaner unit to and from your location. We will also provide free technical support for equipment that you purchased from us. When you purchase the Tech Support, you receive 1 free recalibration per year. You will also receive a digital media containing all the documents you need to operate the unit and comply with the FAA requirements. With Tech Support, you also receive a free subscription to MyTech, our online test equipment management tool. MyTech helps you increase efficiency and reduce errors. MyTech gives you access to the information and documents used in operations of the test equipment from anywhere in the world. It also helps you monitor the location of the equipment and sends automated reminders for recalibration. You can upload pictures and diagrams and make them accessible to anyone from anywhere. Similarly, you can upload and make accessible manuals and technical documents. To summarize, Tech Support, the first integrated, comprehensive test equipment support, maintenance, and protection plan in the industry, helping you comply with the regulations, manage cost, avoid delays, and enhance customer satisfaction. It provides free access to technical information and helps you increase your bottom line while providing you with peace of mind. Please come visit us at our booth 406. We look forward to hearing your comments and feedback. Thank you.
Welcome, everyone. I am Scott Edwards, Sales Associate with Dallas Avionics. I'm excited to announce our new distribution relationship with UAvionics, and it gives me great pleasure to introduce their innovative and game-changing ADS-B products lineup for 2018. Starting with the Sky Beacon. The Sky Beacon installs utilizing existing mounting location, circuit breaker, and wire of the aircraft wingtip lights. It provides UAT 978 ADS-B out, has built-in WASH GPS, works with any existing Mode C or Mode S transponder, and supports anonymous mode. In addition to electronic safety of ADS-B, it also will provide the proven visual benefits of an LED nav light, along with the option for the strobe as well. For aircraft with existing LED nav lights or an unconventional wingtip, We have the tail beacon. The tail beacon for fixed wing and rotorcraft and includes all the functionality of the sky beacon system. Ladies and gentlemen, these two systems do not take days to install. They do not take hours to install. From start to finish, it just takes a matter of minutes, as easy as changing a light. Moving on to their Echo product line, the Echo UAT, designed for the experimental and light sport aircraft. It's a 978 out ADS-B with dual 978 and 1090 receive. It interfaces with existing transponders and will interface with your existing WASP GPS, or can be easily paired with the UAvionics SkyFix GPS module. The Echo is compatible with most EFIS systems and Wi-Fi to most EFBs, to include ForeFlight. Lastly, I would like to introduce the Echo ESX. It is certainly a game changer. Don't let the tiny package fool you. This unit will fit in the palm of your hand. The Echo ESX is a 1090 ADS-B with dual 1090 and 978 receive, built-in Mode S transponder, and internal AHRS system. With internal Wi-Fi, it is compatible with most EFBs and EFIS systems as well. If you'd like more information about UAvionics products, please stop by our booth. We have UAvionics representatives there in our booth, along with our entire Dallas Avionics team, all at booth 645. Have a great day, folks.
Hi, my name is Chris Nels. I'm the president of Helitrack Incorporated. So just to give you a little background about who we are, Helitrack's a small company in Gig Harbor, Washington. We were founded by two aviation enthusiasts, John Mercer and Peter Hamlin. You may ask, well, what's horizontal directional drilling have to do with autopilots and avionics in general? Well, they're both aerospace engineers, and having designed basically autopilots for horizontal directional drilling for the past 20 years, it's a natural progression for these guys to get into the aerospace business. So the last couple years that I've been with the company, we've basically grown to about 15 employees now. We're continuing to grow. We are a fully certified or fully FAA certification division, and also we have an approved quality system and manufacturing capability as well. Couldn't go without showing you some of the beautiful scenery that we are blessed with every day. I look out the office at the Olympic Mountains, usually snow-capped very late into the summer. It's a very beautiful area. So I'd like to introduce our new product for the year. It's the Robinson R44 Autopilot. We've been in development with this product for several years. We've done most of the development on the R22 that we had in-house. We've recently transitioned that to the R44. One of the basic features of our autopilot is it's simple, but it's a very high integrity design. It's all level A design assurance level. It's a triplex system, dual channel, very extensible, but it's also very, very simple. We've spoken to about 100 different operators just in the past 6 months, and what they've said to us is that keep it simple. Don't make it too complicated for the R44, but our system has much more capability than just the R44, and you'll see that in a little bit. It's a fully self-contained system. We have an integrated attitude heading reference system as well as the air data system, and there's basically very little to install in the aircraft, so the ease of installation is very nice as well. We're looking right now at a $35,000 to $55,000 MSRP, and our certification target is early next year. We hope to have it at Heli Expo and AEA next year. So this is basically what goes in your aircraft. This is sans the wiring harness right now, but for the R44, you have a hand-on cyclic mode controls. That's one basic feature as well, that all the controls, there's no push buttons in the cockpit except for so you don't have to take your hand off the cyclic control. The autopilot main processing and actuation is in the center box there, and then you have a choice of a panel type indication and alert indicator or a stack type indication as well. Functionality and benefits. One of the things that we tried to do is to keep this as simple as possible. The introduction of the product will include the basic roll attitude hold control as well as the stabilization with basic heading modes, altitude modes, and the speed control modes. We have continuous low G detection and alerting, which is important in Robinson aircraft. Unusual attitude recovery, again, the basic feature of hand-on cyclic mode selection. And we also have integrated this with our collective pull-down product, which is certified now on both the R22 and the R44. And that product actually senses low rotor RPM and pulls the collective down similar to a stick pusher in a fixed-wing aircraft, only this is a collective puller for the rotorcraft aircraft. And, but what we've done is we've integrated that with the autopilot, so we also pull aft on the cyclic in order to preserve the rotor RPM. Some have labeled this the auto-auto. We tend to stay away from that because we want the pilot to be in full control of what he's doing. At the same time, we're going to give him the cues that he needs in order to get into a safe auto rotation. So, are we done yet? Not even close. So we've got a lot of parallel developments also. Where this system will be expanded to 3, 4, and 4+ axis. We're going to expand the modes and controls as well as GPS navigation. We're looking at R66 and many other applications, and also unmanned aircraft. We provide a high integrity system, level A, so we can go into the unmanned space very, very easily. I'd like to thank our dealers. They've been very, very supportive of our development efforts, and also to get our word out there about HeliTrack and our company. And I hope that you all take the time to stop by our booth, booth 507, and get some more information. Thank you.
Welcome, everyone. It's great to be back at AEA. My name is Mark Fisher. I'm with Innovative Solutions and Support. For the past 30 years, Innovation Solutions and Support has been innovating products for aviation. Today, we are pleased to announce our latest innovation, the first and only STC'd turboprop autothrottle, providing the next level of safety and workload reduction for turboprop aircraft. Integrated with our flight deck shown here and full authority FMS VNAV, which we have, it provides the pilot automatic navigation and speed control from rotation to decision height. With the newly certified turboprop autothrottle, we have inherently safe linear actuator provides compact solution for ease of installation. And this is optimized design for retrofit applications. And what makes the beauty of it is the integration of our standby unit to provide the control of the autothrottle for simple installations. Now, how it does that, it does it by using torque and indicated airspeed controls for the power settings of the aircraft. And this provides engine protection as well through torque and temp. And again, like I said, it's controlled from our standby unit, which is shown here. Now, it's much more than just a cruise control because it provides stabilized approaches by controlling the speeds in descent. And this gives you under and overspeed protection. Another thing that we're working on as well, and as we're coming along here with our next STC, is VMC protection, thrust control. So if you're losing engine with dual engines, it's going to compensate automatically by adjusting the power level for the optimum setting. We also provide turbulence protection based on the aircraft parameters to give you the best speed and turbulence. I'm going to give you airspeed hold and torque hold, as I talked about, yaw protection, handle, it's going to give you a haptic throttle warning and full standby functionality with our standby unit. Some of the benefits that you're going to see: reduced pilot workload, FADEC-like engine protection, safety enhancement to the aircraft, and it's integrated with latest technologies, and it's going to improve the reliability and operating costs of your engine. What we've done is we've designed multiple standby units, the sizes, to be able to fit in multiple configurations. So now you'll be able to put it in any turboprop aircraft with any avionics by using our standby unit alone with the actuator. We built in the engine parameters that will be fed right to our integrated our backup unit. And this is shown our just certified last week, the auto throttle on the PC-12 standalone version. And this is for the PC-12, both the legacy and the NG version of the aircraft. And we are taking orders today for this. And of course, we're not going to stop there. We're going to continue on with our additional SDCs. We're starting with the King Air. That's in process now with ProLine 21 avionics. We'll then move on to avionics that have ProLine Fusion as well as Garmin 1000 on the King Airs. And then from there, we'll move on to ProLine 2 aircraft, Caravans, Pipers, TBMs, and you can see we're able, based on this standalone solution, to put it in any turboprop aircraft. Thank you again. Come by and visit us at booth 746, and we can show you our auto throttle unit as well as our full flight deck.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Thibaut, sales manager at Laversab. Laversab is a manufacturer of air data test sets. First, I have a question for you. Have you ever had to spend hours or even days setting up your pitot-static adapters, then attempt to find leaks during a pitot-static check? Did your equipment really help you then? Personally, I cannot count how many times customers brought up problems related to the setup of an air data check. The most striking example was during a demonstration at a large account in South America. The morning we started the air data check, we opened the pitot-static adapter case, only to find out that the hose assembly had been entirely dismantled. It took us more than 2 hours to put the assembly back together and finally connect to the aircraft. The morning, things got worse during the leak check. It was difficult to locate the origin of the leaks, and even though quick disconnects were already installed on the adapter kit. At the end of a tedious 3 hours leak check, the customer requested our help to build something better. So we took a hard look at the issue with one clear goal: make the pitot-static adapter setup and leak check process faster and simpler. Today, we're excited to present a new product that will dramatically decrease your leak testing time. This is a MOB 316 from Laversab. It's our latest generation multi-output box. It is portable, easy to use, save time, and connects to virtually any aircraft. At about half the height of your smartphone, the MOB 316 is extra flat and portable. The MOB 316 is also incredibly easy to use. It has color-coded ports, as you can see, and is designed with no tees for use. So it is intuitive to connect your MOB to the aircraft right at first sight. You will never have to figure out which hose goes where. The MOB 316 will also save you considerable time. You will keep your adapters and hoses pre-assembled cleanly, and this will make the setup and breakdown significantly faster. The MOB 316 is also equipped with quick disconnects for both the test set, as you can see above with PT, PS1, and PS2, as well as any aircraft, as you can see below. Absolutely any aircraft. The MOB 316 is extremely versatile. It is designed to be Smart Probe ready, but it can be modified to fit any aircraft configuration. And while the MOB 316 works best with our Model 66 NG Smart Probe test set, it is compatible with virtually any pitot-static tester on the market. As a result, the MOB 316 will decrease your leak check to a matter of minutes. As you would expect, the MOB 316 comes with the Laversab Advantage, our famous array of services and support that includes a 3-year warranty standard for that product. The MOB 316 is available for order now, so come to booth 330 for a live demonstration and to learn more about what Laversab has to offer. Thank you.
Almost good afternoon. I'm Lupita with Rockwell Collins. And first of all, I want to thank the AEA for nominating Rockwell Collins as an Associate Member of the Year award. We are very excited to be able to bring some new tools to help our operators simplify their business of flight. To manage your operations, and aircraft data efficiently, you need the right information at the right time. Our new Airing Direct cabin dashboard provides customers their aircraft status and data usage at a glance. The cabin dashboard is customizable and allows you to quickly and easily create the look and feel you want, whether it's for one aircraft, an entire fleet, or a tail within a shared plan. At a glance, for example, you can see information where your aircraft is flying and how much time is left in the flight. The cabin dashboard also connects you to the FlightAware portion of our service for additional flight tracking information, all within a single click. As an AeroNdirect customer, you can also conveniently view information regarding your Swift Broadband or Ka-band Jet Connects cabin data, including current and remaining usage. You can easily create custom-defined notifications and build as many or as few as you desire. Accessible within your mobile device or desktop, the Airing Cabin dashboard keeps you updated and informed no matter where you are at your desk or on the go. The cabin usage app is also, managing your data on an aircraft is also very challenging, especially when the number of devices being used on board an aircraft is ever increasing. Passengers could be posting social media, streaming videos, downloading unwanted content, performing software updates, or sharing files over the cloud. This type of usage can quickly drive up consumption and cost without you even realizing it. The Airing Cabin Usage app takes the headache out of knowing how your cabin data is being used. With a quick swipe, you can easily see daily and monthly usage, set threshold alerts, and you can also alert when you have reached your limits. You can even view usage by application type that allow you to be able to perform quick troubleshoot updates. The cabin usage app is also accessible to view as a widget in the background to conserve battery power. The intuitive design enables you as a critical first line of defense to avoid unforeseen charges and manage your passenger experience. It is available on the App Store to download for AeroNdirect customers. The Explorer is an economical and portable solution that provides Iridium ACAR type communication for pilots and one-way voice calling for passengers. Explorer uses the iPad to control and display and allows pilots to use ACAR functionality such as messaging, graphical and textual weather, NOTAMs, flight planning and changes to flight plan, and pre-departure clearances. It also provides ground communication, allowing passengers to use their smartphones to make voice over IP calls using our AD Connect app on an Iridium voice channel. For more information on these tools, visit our booth at 216, and we can provide you information on how we can simplify your operator's business of flight. Thank you.
Good morning. I'm John Ferrero, President of Transcal Industries. Thank you all for being here. Special welcome to those of you who are here for your first AEA. You're in the right place. I'm here to introduce, new for 2018, our new SSD 120-35C RS-232 unit. Anybody who's been in this business long enough knows it always takes longer than you think it's going to take to do something. And that was the case with Charlie. We're now producing and able to ship them. This is our new unit. It's our same electronics, just repackaged into a less expensive solution. You get the same overall quality that you've come to know from Transcal, 45 years in the business. We have the same warranty and a smaller package and a much lower price. This unit was designed and developed to compete head-to-head with the least expensive of the altitude digitizers that are on the market. Most of you who have been in the game long enough know that we produce arguably the most reliable encoder on the market. Put them in, they stay in. These units now come configured for you in the field that have to deal with these things in the most usable configuration. For the ADS-B upgrades that are happening, this is probably your best choice. It comes standard with two RS-232 outputs. These are configured by us to be a 10-foot resolution. You can change these to 100-foot if you like. But we've configured them to be easy to use. They come 9600 baud, which seems to be the most common need. 10-foot resolution, you've got your 2 channels independently programmable if you choose of serial data and your gray code, which is obviously the 100-foot. The profile on it, small and light, fits in the palm of most people's hands. Same operating temperature ranges as our past units. They're pin for pin compatible with our former units. Pretty much everything about this unit is the same as our previous units. We've just kind of put it together in a less expensive package and are able to pass that savings along to you guys. Calculated mean time between failure is 8 years plus, depending on your environment. We have all the same approvals as we have on every of our other units, TSO'd and the like. These are boy, I'm having a hard time with that one today. These are pin for pin compatible with the ACK units. There are different configurations that you can utilize that are in the manual. We make adapter plates for most every other manufacturer's unit. So if you need to replace another manufacturer's unit with one of ours, we make it as easy as possible for you to be able to do that. We offer you a 42-month warranty, which is longest in the industry. And this is a manufacturer direct, so you don't have to, if your client or customer is having a problem with the unit, send them straight to us. Because these units have a less than 1/10 of 1% failure rate, 99 and 9/10% of the time we can fix this thing over the phone by telling them what they're doing wrong. You can come by and visit me in booth 717 and I can show you the unit and tell you all about it. Thanks for being here.
Hi, I'm Andrew Barker with TrueTrack Flight Systems. I'm the president of the company. We're kind of the newcomers here this year. We're introducing our PMA autopilot, the Vision Autopilot, which our friends at Aspen actually talked about a little bit of interface on already. So as of right now, we have approvals for 172, 175, 177, PA-28, and PA-32s. That's around 65 models in total there that we have approvals for. With your system purchase comes basically everything you need to install the autopilot. The only thing we don't include with that is the STC that you got to get from EAA, and that's $100. Circuit breakers, switches, pitot-static fittings, all that sort of good stuff. Our next aircraft approvals that we're working on right now are, and you can see there, 170, 180, 182, 185, and Mooney. We'll be coming up with Bonanzas, Grummins, all sorts of other singles, and even into the light twins here over the coming months and years down the road. One of the things we really focused on in this autopilot is the installation and how to make a quick installation. So we chose mounting locations and methods that tried to simplify that to give the installers, you guys, the ability to roll these things through as quickly as possible, obviously while maintaining a good, safe installation. Again, the wiring harness and connectors and all the mounting brackets and all that sort of good stuff is included, so you don't have to manufacture any of that sort of stuff. One of the things that feedback from dealers who we have about 100 dealers already, The feedback we've gotten from them is they'd like to see a little more training on our side, so we're working on developing a premier dealer installer training program that we'll be introducing here hopefully by this summer. GPS interfaces, we interface with just about any GPS out there on the market as long as it is a panel mount or a handheld. Right now there's not any app manufacturers that give us the ability to do all that sort of good stuff. So we're basically in the handhelds and panel mounts. It doesn't matter which brand, how old, we can basically interface with that. Like I said, as our friends at Aspen introduced, we have an interface with them that will be shipping this spring. We're finalizing that software right now, and hopefully it'll be shipping here pretty quickly. We will be able to follow the heading bug, the GPSS pass-through from the GPS navigator, as well as synchronize the altimeter and the barometer. And that will be a free software update. The retail price on the Autopilot is $5,000. We do offer dealer discounts, of course. And like I said, we're working on that preferred installer program. Come see us in booth 447, and I'll be here. Thanks, appreciate you guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for attending the opening session. Just two quick things. Training sessions this afternoon will begin at 1 o'clock. One last thing is that for those of you attending the first nighter party, make sure you have your wristband and your ticket. Security won't let you in without your wristband and your ticket. Beyond that, everybody, thank you again for coming, and let's have a great week.
Aero-News Network's coverage of the 61st Annual AEA International Convention and Trade Show, live from Las Vegas, is brought to you in part by the following sponsors.
Avidyne is the pilot-centric innovator. If you look at Avidyne's 20-plus year history, we had the first moving map, full color, that had everything on it. We were the first ones to do a primary flight display for general aviation. Avidyne has lots of opportunities and things in the works that will continue the leadership role we played in the past of coming up with new concepts and always having the best user interface to them.
True Blue Power Advanced Lithium-Ion Mainship batteries feature proprietary nanophosphate technology. They deliver 3 times the energy density and are more than 40% lighter than lead-acid or NiCad alternatives. RTCA tested, FAA certified, available to OEMs today.
Are you stall smart? Ever since Orville and Wilbur took to the skies, pilots have been taught that the more airspeed you have, the better off you are. But over the last 100 plus years, we've learned that's not always the case. Take stalls, for example. The common belief is that if you have sufficient airspeed, the aircraft won't stall. The fact is, an airfoil always stalls at the same critical angle of attack in relation to the relative airflow, regardless of airspeed, configuration, or weight. Learn more at aspenavionics.com.
It's called AirText Plus. The mobile office is now a true, cost-effective win-win reality, because being available and part of the communication chain keeps you in control. Visit us at www.airtext.aero for more information and get started staying in touch today.
The Bristol Light Sport aircraft is what you are looking for. The Bristol is wider than a Cirrus, faster than a Skyhawk, offers more storage than a Husky, and comes standard with Garmin avionics. So what are you waiting for? Visit Bristol.com to find out how you can get into a Bristol today.
Concorde's recombinant gas RG series sealed battery technology produces a high-performance battery with the advantages of being pre-tested and fully charged at the factory. Find out more about Concorde's entire line of batteries at www.concordebattery.com. Concorde, the heart of your aircraft.
Based on the popular Sling 2 LSA, the Sling 4 was designed to be the most practical and desirable lightweight 4-place experimental aircraft on the market. Find out more about this 115 horsepower turbocharged airplane at airplanefactory.com.
There's a difference between charting a steady course and pushing for the ceiling. And for nearly a century, Hartzell Propeller has been defining that difference. It's in our passion for engineering and research and our dedication to testing the limits of performance. We are built on honor. We are Hartzell Propeller.
The dream is real, a truly affordable personal jet aircraft. The Subsonics Personal Jet Kit is priced at only $42,000. Kit plus engine is still under $100K. Add instruments, upholstery, and paint and you're flying. It's time to put your money where your bucket list is. Learn more at sonicsaircraft.com.
Sandia introduces the new SAI 340 Quattro TSO'd airspeed, attitude, altitude, and slip. With integral backup battery, safety never looked so good. See it now at www.sandia.aero.